you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers. We on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be exactly what it's going to be, all right? Now, listen, man, do me a favor, my G's. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's, all right? Now, listen, man. I got a lot of people in the DM right now. Yo, G and BTV, what's your perspective on the situation with DJ Vlad, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Tory Lanez? What's your thought process on everything that's going down with DJ Vlad, Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, etc.? Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I gotta say, man, absolutely nasty work. Absolutely disgusting what's going on in these YouTube streets. But see, one thing for sure and two things for certain, nobody's going to connect the dots like Grown Man Business TV. It don't matter where you go on this app. There's nobody that's going to connect the dots like Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, we going to get into this. But see, I feel like this situation with DJ Vlad is going over a lot of y'all's heads and under a lot of y'all's bridges. It's a lot of y'all that's not really able to see through the smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got hit with the 52 fake. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got hit with the play action. Yeah, DJ Vlad hit y'all with a play action pass. But one thing you got to know is that we going to get into this. Absolutely nasty work. And see, I told y'all before, I don't call DJ Vladimir a culture vulture. DJ Vladimir he's an opportunist. He's a vampire. He's here to suck the blood out of the culture. Yeah. He's not a vulture. He's more like a vampire. You understand what I'm saying? He's more like a reptilian. He's a puppet for the higher ups and the elites. He's a weapon for the higher ups and the elites. So we're going to talk about this. Now, I see y'all in the DM. I see y'all in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I know right now that Hassan Campbell, and big salute to Haas, I know that he's live. But I said to myself, you know what? I'm not waiting. I'm going to run my numbers up regardless. I'm going to show and prove why this channel is powerful. It don't matter who's live. It's all about that pure dope, straight off the brick, directly into the bottles. That's what it's about. Pure dope. You understand what I'm saying? The information straight off the brick, directly into the bottles. So we going to get into this with DJ Vladimir. Now, before we go any further, you already know I got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. They always trying to muffle the message, you know, shadow ban the channel. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. Not only am I a threat to the establishment, but they understand that the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. All right, so I got to do some customizations to the chat. And again, salute the Haas. I know he live, but we live. And pure dope straight off the brick into the bottle, it sell itself, my G. That pure dope is going to sell itself. All right, so yeah, we going to get into this. DJ Vladimir got the YouTube streets on fire, and we going to expose the hypocrisy in this. It's nasty work. It's always that dog fur coming into the culture, causing chaos and confusion. Yeah, that dog fur. DJ Vladimir got a beard full of dog fur. Smell like a golden retriever when you get close to him. All right? And I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But we're going to talk about this. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all thought it was a coincidence that DJ Vlad went over there and got with Hassan, got with Harlem Legend, got with China Brim. Y'all thought he did that because he rocked with the culture. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about this, man. We gonna put it out there, and y'all get to do what y'all want. I'ma give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, and you could put it in your pipe and you could smoke it, or you could leave it where it's at. Nasty work. All right. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button, run them likes up. We live right now. I don't care who else is live. We live. Pure dope is gonna sell itself. All right. So you already know what to do when you step into the chat. Hit the like button and all that. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now you see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers to do all the Twittering in the chat, using your Twitter fingers to do all the Twittering in the chat with the Twittering and the Twitter fingers and all of that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now let's get into this, all right? DJ Vladimir has the YouTube streets on fire. DJ Vladimir went into his Twitter spaces, right? And he left a tweet where he basically exposes Rock Nation. He exposes Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, you know, Rock Nation as a whole, as a conglomerate, as a business, as a company, right? And he tells the world that they have been paying him to support Megan Thee Stallion. Not only have they been paying DJ Vladimir, but they have paid off lawyers. They have paid off judges. You understand what I'm saying? They got their hands in the pot. They paid off, you know, politicians. They even paid off Donald J. Trump not to pardon Tory Lanez. Now, this is all coming from DJ Vlad. I like to call him Vladimir, but his real name is Vladislavic. He's a Ukrainian American. Okay? Now you already know when that dog fur get to talking, nobody asks any questions. Nobody presses a line. They just believe what he say. It don't matter what he's saying. As long as the dog fur is saying it, everybody believes it. But here at Grown Man Business TV, that ain't how it go, my G. It's deeper than rap. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always gonna be deeper than rap. You understand what I'm saying? He also said that, you know, Rock Nation paid off hospitals, doctors, surgeons. You understand? They did all of this to keep Tory Lanez situation swept under the rug. Not only that, I mean, it get deeper than that. He's also claiming that Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, Rock Nation has also paid the hitter in prison that put that metal inside of Tory Lanez. Oh, I got to be careful with this YouTube. You know, I got to be able to articulate myself a certain way because they listening. You know that Mexican that put that metal in Tory Lanez? Well, he's saying and he's alleging that Jay-Z and Rock Nation had a hand in that. Now, again, everybody in my DM like, yo, I told you Jay-Z did this, and I told you Rock Nation did that. And I want to let you understand something. I'm not protecting Jay-Z. I'm not protecting and I'm not defending no celebrities. But you got to ask yourself, you got to really sit down and have critical thinking before you get in this YouTube, before you create this content. And you got to ask yourself, so you telling me DJ Vlad woke up this morning and he just had the urge to confess. He just couldn't hold it in anymore. He just had the urge to spill the beans and he needed the world to know. He just couldn't hold it on his heart. It was too heavy of a load for him to carry and bear. So he needed to confess to the world. Not only what Jay-Z and Rock Nation's been doing, but the business he been having with Jay-Z and Rock Nation, because he said he been being paid. Not only did they bribe judges, but they bribed DJ Vladimir. And, you know, nobody second guesses that. Nobody sees the the double cross. Everybody just falls for the double cross and they ain't paying attention to the triple cross. Well, let's get into the triple cross. Oh, and you already know I kept the receipts, my G. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. Oh yeah, it's getting deep, it's getting wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. All of a sudden, this dog fur having Ukrainian, he wants to confess. He wants to tell the world what's been going on behind closed doors with Rock Nation. Well, why is that? Yeah, the triple cross is where it gets wicked. The triple cross is they are going to do any and everything possible to keep your mind off the Epstein files, the Epstein's list. They are going to sacrifice every puppet, every celebrity to keep your minds off the Epstein files. And see, this is where it gets deep at, right? Because I want y'all to follow me on this and I want y'all to understand this. And I don't want this to go over your head or under your bridge. But you need to understand something. The sacrifices that we are going to see are only going to be melanated celebrities. Now, I'm not protecting those celebrities. I'm not defending any celebrities. But you don't think that it's weird? You don't think that it's odd that we are only seeing and hearing about black celebrities in this situation? Oh, yeah. Oh, Tory Lanez. Jay-Z and Rock Nation have crucified and they have got Tory Lanez, and they were paying judges and they were paying DJ Vlad and they were paying surgeons and Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Listen. Tory Lanez been in prison 2, 3, 4, 5 years already. Tory Lanez done been denied every appeal possible. Tory Lanez don't have any more appeals to appeal with. But now, all of a sudden, we need to be focused on Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion and Jay-Z and Rock Nation. You know, DJ Vlad, why you didn't come out when Tory Lanez was going through trial, when Tory Lanez was being crucified, when they had Tory Lanez on the cross, assassinating his character for the world to see? Why didn't DJ Vladimir have something to say then? Why didn't you come out and expose the higher-ups and the elites when they were crucifying that man? Because you wasn't allowed to. You wasn't allowed to do anything. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, these dudes, they hide the truth in the lies. Oh, I was just playing. I just made that tweet because I wanted to excite the algorithm. No, you was taking money from Rock Nation. That wasn't a lie, allegedly. You've been compromised. That wasn't a lie, allegedly. So now all of a sudden, when we start figuring out and we start getting, ready and we see what's going on with these Epstein files, now all of a sudden you redirect the energy back towards Jay-Z. And again, I want to say this. I'm not protecting Jay-Z. Celebrities is celebrities. Puppets are puppets. But it's a lot of dog fur on that Epstein's list. Did y'all know that? Oh yeah, it's a lot of Caucasoid white men on that Epstein list. It's a lot of Israelites, Jewish, whatever you want to call them. It's a lot of them people on that Epstein list. It's a lot of Saudi Arabian oil juggernauts. It's a lot of those people. It's a very small percentage of black celebrities on that Epstein's list. So now all of a sudden Jay-Z, now again, Jay-Z been a puppet for a long time. Jay-Z been doing the dirt for the higher ups for a long time. So if they want to sacrifice Jay-Z, hey, that's their property to sacrifice. I need y'all to understand that. But we're not going to look past what it is. We're not going to look past The obvious. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Nobody don't want to talk about Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, I said Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm not an Englishman. That's what I call it. I don't speak proper English because I'm not an Englishman. I said Abercrombie and Fitch. Nobody want to talk about Michael Jeffries. Nobody want to talk about the majority of that dog fur that's on those Epstein files. So, you know, the double cross is nasty work. The double cross is Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And that rat, Desiree Perez, oh yeah, she a rat. Yeah, she's a queen rat. She done took down cartel after cartel, but it is what it is. Now all of a sudden we need to rehash and we need to reopen Tory Lanez situation. Tory Lanez, you know, I'm going to talk about Tory Lanez. I'm going to speak to that situation, but let's just stay right here. Y'all watch that man get thrown in prison for 10 years on a lie. And DJ Vlad ain't have nothing to say. Nobody jumped out the window with these crazy tweets. But now that these Epstein files is being exposed, now that we are talking and we are looking and we are reaching every day, we ain't letting y'all slide with these Epstein files. We ain't talking about the Super Bowl. We ain't talking about Stephen Diggs. We ain't talking about Cardi B. It don't matter what y'all do. Everything and all roads lead back to those Epstein files. Now all of a sudden it's Rock Nation. Now all of a sudden these judges and these lawyers been paid off. Now all of a sudden we need to look at a black man. Call it what you want, my G. Nasty work. And one thing for sure and two things for certain. On this platform, Grown Man Business TV, we not gonna let y'all slide on that. Yeah. That's why they took down my, yeah, they played with my channel. They definitely been shooting at the channel. Because we not gonna let y'all slide on that. Alright? Now, again, Miss Lovelace, to all my big wrenches, big blue wrenches all in the chat, big wrench gang. Y'all make sure y'all do the shooting. Y'all make sure y'all, yeah, this is Yosemite Sam, 2 guns blazing. If you even look like you playing in the chat while I'm delivering it, these doesn't look like you playing in the chat around some grown ass men. You out of here. Okay? I just wanted to reiterate that when it come to my shooters and when it come to my big wrench gang, we ain't playing no games. You play in the chat with your Twitter fingers the wrong way, you out of here. Point blank. All right? Big salute to the chat. Now, I needed to get that off because I wanted to give y'all some context on what we dealing with. Notice all of the names on these Epstein files, and we ain't seen nothing but Jay-Z and Rock Nation. All of the names that they got on these files, and they talking about Tory Lanez. We went to 2-3 years with P. Diddy. Yeah, the president name is in them files. The actual president of the United States of America. God bless America, in the words of China Brim. Nasty work. Almost 1,000 people in the chat, man. Hit the like button. Stop playing the background. Stop trying to remix the content and all of that. Yeah, man, you dudes come in here, but it don't matter. But I'm going to just throw it out there. I see y'all remixing the content and all that. 900 people in the chat. Hit the like button. Nasty work. DJ Vladimir is a tool. He is a weapon. He is a puppet for the higher-ups and the elites. All right? Now, I want to start right here with DJ Vlad because this is going to get deep. I'm going to connect the dots since nobody else want to do it. Since nobody else really want to give y'all this pure dope, I'm going to connect the dots. And I saw the homie Haas is live, and I thought, why not now? This is a perfect time for me to go live against his live. It's a reason why Hassan Campbell, China Brim, and Harlem Legend was in bed with DJ Vlad. That wasn't That wasn't grown man business. That was a chess move by the higher ups and the elites. DJ Vlad wasn't rubbing shoulders with Hassan Campbell because he rocked with Hassan Campbell. He was rubbing shoulders with those dudes to get them in the pocket, to compromise their channel so that he could do his work. He could do the work of the higher ups and the elites in peace without Hassan Campbell on his back, without Harlem Legend on his back, without China Brim, 050 the movement, putting in that work. Oh yeah. Oh, listen, man, respectfully, you already know. He put y'all in the pocket for a reason. He put y'all on contract and he gave y'all some money and he gave y'all a little shine on his platform so that when he goes to do things like this tweet he did, he ain't got to worry about no backlash from Hassan Campbell. I guarantee you, Haas ain't gonna go hard on DJ Vladimir tonight. Bet money on that. Bet money that Hassan Campbell don't go hard body on DJ Vlad. Bet money he sugarcoated the content. Yo, you know, DJ Vlad. Nah, homie. Stand on that business. You can't stand on business because you in the pocket. They done already paid you, homie. They done already compromised your channel. All right? Now, big salute to the chat. What I want to do is I want to start right here. Right? I want to start right here. I want to give y'all a synopsis, just some context on who we dealing with when it comes to DJ Vladislav. That's his name. I like to call him Vladimir, but he's Vladislav, the Ukrainian. Yeah, Charlie P, I see you in the chat. Breezy Santana, my shooters. Big Wrench Gang, I see you in the chat. Hey, I already told him. No hesitation. You play in the chat, yeah, you're knocking your top off. Easy money. Let's get into this right here. Let's get into some context on who we dealing with when it comes to DJ Vladislav. Slav. Look. DJ Vlad is a Ukrainian-American interviewer. Ukrainian-American interviewer, journalist, and former DJ. He is the creator of the news website VladTV.com. His namesake YouTube channel hosts and has accumulated over 6 million subscribers. He is based in Calabasas, California. All right? Let's look right here. Vladislav. Vladislav. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that right there. Vladislav. Okay? Okay? This is who we dealing with. A Ukrainian American right here. Okay? Okay? Now let's remember this. Y'all remember we just gave the Ukraine about $1 trillion, about 900 billion, $800 billion. Y'all forgot about that. Y'all forgot that we gave the Ukraine almost $1 trillion. Y'all forgot. My bad, respectfully. Well, DJ Vladislav is a Ukrainian. Okay, so let's start there. Why and how does a Ukrainian American have such pull in our culture? How is his word golden in our culture? Because we let anybody in our culture, we let anybody monetize, we let anybody capitalize off our culture. You understand me? And it's nasty work. It's nasty work because, you know, with all of the Ukrainian men that are on those Epstein files, DJ Vlad felt like talking about Jay-Z, Sean Carter. With all of the Jewish men that are on those files, DJ Vlad just felt like talking about Jay-Z, Sean Carter. with all that Caucasoid dog fur. Yeah, those Caucasoid, yeah. DJ Vlad felt like talking about Jay-Z, S. Carter. Nasty work. Nasty. So I just wanted to, I like to call him Vladimir because the Ukraine and Vladimir Putin, Russia, they so close together. I like to call him Vladimir, but his real name is Vladislav. Yeah, like a Slavic. Yeah, a Slavic man. Okay? Talking about what's going on in our culture. Again, the double cross, my G, is nasty work when you fall for the double cross, but you ain't paying attention to the triple cross. Why doesn't DJ Vladislav, why don't he talk about Ukrainian gangsters? Why don't he talk about Ukrainian, musicians and Ukrainian politicians? Why don't DJ Vladislav ever talk about Ukrainian? But we allow him to talk about Jay-Z. Good or bad, nasty work. Mind your business. I told you, the world would be an amazing place. It would be such an amazing place if the dog fur knew how to mind the business of the dog fur. If dog fur people minded their own business, the world would be an amazing place. If dog fur knew how to mind their own business, we would know everybody that's on those files because it's a lot of dog fur. Yeah, they don't want us talking and they don't want us looking over there because there's so much dog fur in those files. Let me tell you something respectfully. If you could see how much dog fur is on that list, you wouldn't even be thinking about Jay-Z. You wouldn't even be counting the bottles of baby oil when it comes to P. Diddy if you knew all of the dog fur that's on those Epstein files. That's why they don't want you talking about it. And that's why they are using DJ Vlad to distract us to be looking. Tory Lanez is in prison. What we talking about Tory for? Megan Thee Stallion, she out there on a boat with Klay Thompson. She getting bust down by a basketball player. What is we talking about? Why are they the topic of discussion when we got files like that on the desk? When we still ain't seen those files yet. So again, you got to be careful when you come over here. Because I'm going to break it all the way down and I ain't going to put no... Listen, man. You want that stepped on dope, go over there with Haas and them. You want that baking soda on the content, go over there with Haas. Okay? You want that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, stay right where you at. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Make sure you do that. All right? DJ Vladislav. Yeah, look. Vladislav. Vladislav is his name right here. Yeah, Vladislav right here. A Ukrainian American, okay? Okay. Oh yeah, Vlad, we're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk because that post that you put up, that little tweet that you put up with your Twitter fingers, that was nasty work. All right, so let's get into another receipt, my G's. I just wanted to give y'all some context on who y'all listening to before we get into the situation and before we go any further. You're dealing with a Ukrainian American. Why you ain't over there in the Ukraine? Ain't y'all going to war? Then we just give y'all $800 billion? We ain't seen a hospital. We ain't seen a mall. We ain't seen a goddamn apartment complex. We ain't seen some real estate. We don't know what y'all did with that $800 billion we sent to your Ukrainian asses a couple of years ago. We don't know what y'all. We ain't seen a Gucci store, a Prada store. We ain't seen a Rolex store. We don't know what y'all did with that money. But you got DJ Vladislav over here talking about Rock Nation and putting up Twitter fingers with his Twitter fingers and all that. Yeah, you know, send us a receipt or something. What you do with the money over there in Ukraine? What did y'all do with the money? Somebody get to Vladimir and ask Vladimir what the hell they did with that 900 billion. You've been wearing a lot of Gucci too, Vladimir. Vladimir, you've been wearing a lot of Gucci and designer. Every time you pop out. You know what? Let's get into this. Let's get into this receipt right here. We ain't gonna waste no. Go ahead and talk to the people, man. Look.
DJ Vlad has taken to his X account to make some incredibly serious accusations against Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And I just want to start off by saying I'm not a Jay-Z fan. I literally don't care either way, but these accusations are so wild. And the fact that people are in the comments believing them is blowing my mind here. So first of all, DJ Vlad is saying that Rock Nation, Jay-Z, they paid off an entire jury to convict Tory Lanez in the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, and not only that, but Rock Nation paid off Megan Thee Stallion's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. Oh, but wait, there's more, as if that isn't difficult enough to do. Basically, he is saying that Jay-Z has also paid off all of the Supreme Court judges to deny Tory Lanez's appeal. So that's why it was denied. And yeah, it goes further. He says that Trump was paid off by Jay-Z. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. In order to not pardon Tory Lanez. And he even says, oh, even though it's a state case, he doesn't want to take any chances. What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, do better with your lies and your attention-grabbing post, DJ Vlad, because this is utterly ridiculous. And I'm kind of getting tired of the fact that anybody is allowed to say anything and people are just going to believe it and run with it.
Now, yeah, well over 1,000 in the chat. Hit the like button and all that. Again, for people who could see through the smoke and mirrors, it was obvious that DJ Vlad was just doing anything and almost saying anything to get our attention off of what our attention been on, which is those files. Yeah. I mean, when you really go through that tweet, right, and you can see through the smoke and mirrors, and you're not sheeple, you're not a sheep, right? You actually are a wolf. You're saying to yourself, so Jay-Z did a verse for the judge's son? Like, what? You know, for you to say the things as you saying, you actually implicating yourself. You incriminating yourself. You didn't separate yourself from any crime. You are a part of this. It don't really make no sense. So once you can realize that, that's when the doors start opening. That's when it's red flags all over the field. That's when the light bulb goes off. That's when you say, well, damn, if he'll lie. So DJ Vlad woke up last night and said, you know what? I'm going to write this long ass tweet and I'm going to post it. For no reason? Nah, you working. DJ Vlad is working for them people. And they're running out of topics. They're running out of propaganda. They're running out of narratives created by celebrities to keep our attention where they want it at. Trust me. Cardi B, Stephen Diggs, well, guess what? The jig is up. The Super Bowl is over. He didn't win a Super Bowl, and him and Cardi B have unfollowed each other. We ain't talking about that no more. You see what I'm saying? But guess what we all still talking about? Them files. Hello? DJ Vlad, what's going on, man? Vladislav, how you doing? How's the family? Hope everything's going well. Long time no see. Yeah, no worries. Everything's okay. But we need to talk to you, Vlad. We need you to get out there. Yeah, lace up your boots, Vlad. We need you to go to work. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going. We need you to distract the people. Aren't you cool with those rappers? You, Little Bootsy, DJ Academics. Aren't you guys best friends? Go on ahead out there and go on Twitter. Go on Twitter, start a Twitter storm so that we can figure out how to get these names off this list, Vladimir. Thank you so much, Vlad. We appreciate you. Don't you worry. Say anything, Vlad. They'll believe what you say. Anything that you say. Tell them Jay-Z's, goddammit, paying off judges. Tell them Jay-Z's. Wasn't they upset about Tory Lanez? Tell them that Jay-Z is the reason Tory Lanez is in prison. Jay-Z's paid everybody, even you. Tell them, yes, Vlad, yes. Okay, Vlad, we appreciate you. We don't want to have to sacrifice you, DJ Vladislav. We don't want to have to put you on a chopping block. So you go ahead and you make that post and you make it good. Okay, talk to you soon. I mean, it kind of goes a little something like that. It goes a little something like that when them people call your ass. And guess what? We get along. I mean, this was a long, drawn-out Twitter right here. He Twitter fingered that motherfucker perfect. He didn't misspell one word. Not one not one punctuation, not one period was off dot. Did you notice that? Did you notice that he crossed all his T's and he dotted all his I's when he got them? Yeah, Rock Nation has paid the judges off. Yes, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, they were paying me $10,000 a month to support Megan. He was paying the guy. Well, what about the surgeon? He paid the surgeon. He paid the hospital. Yeah, Jay-Z paid the bailiff. You remember the bailiff that was in the... Jay-Z paid the bailiff too. The goddamn bailiff was getting $4,500 a month from Jay-Z. Yeah. The stenographer. You know the lady, the stenographer, she do all the typing. Jay-Z was paying her $4,500 a month to type up that shit, y'all. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, my G. I'm just here to deliver this pure dope. DJ Vlad is a tool. DJ Vlad is not somebody that, listen, that is not a man that we should value his opinion or his word. You understand what I'm saying? When he talk, it should not have no merit amongst men. Amongst men, no merit. We get to looking at you sideways, nigga, like, ain't you from the Ukraine? What you doing over here? Huh? Why you ain't getting money in your own culture? They don't accept you over there in your culture. Ain't you Ukrainian, nigga? Speak Slavic to us. Can you speak Slavic next time, Mr. Vladislavic? Can you speak Slavic? Can you speak Ukrainian? Yeah, we don't believe you. You need more people. And I say that to say this again. We ain't saving Jay-Z. We ain't defending Jay-Z. But at the same time, your dog fur having ass need to close your mouth and mind your business. Yeah. You smell like a golden retriever, a sheepdog, a Labrador, a Shih Tzu. Yeah. You need to take your dog fur having that and you need to mind your business. Somebody should have told you that. DJ Academics, Lil Boosie Badass, Tony Yayo. One of your friends should have. Hey, Vlad. Hey. Yeah, it smell like a golden retriever, a goddamn canned Corso. Yeah, I think DJ Vladimir smelled like a cane Corso. So yeah, that's what I think. Let's get into another receipt. Fuck it. I ain't wasting no more time. Well over 800 in the chat. Now, DJ Vlad spoke to DJ Academics today. And salute to everybody in the DM. Salute to everybody that's tapped in with the channel. A lot of y'all got in my DM about this conversation he had with Vlad, and y'all wanted me to give my perspective and thought process on it, I'm gonna do that. You know, DJ Vlad and academics had a conversation, and from what I got from this small clip that I received, right, is DJ Vlad, you know, double talking. You know, I'm talking in circles. You know, making excuses, beating around the bush. And that's what they always do. They always tell you that you're crazy for seeing the truth. You're crazy for being able to see through the smoke and mirrors. You're crazy when you don't fall for the double cross and you looking at the triple cross. That's when they call you crazy. That's when they say you don't know what you're talking about. And that's exactly what I saw DJ Vlad do in this clip. Basically try to make DJ Academics seem or feel crazy for asking these questions. Well, this is what I'm here to tell you. You ain't off, my G. You are hitting the nail on the head. And as long as you hit the nail on the head, my G, you are putting the nail in the coffin. This list and these accusations and the things that we know went down on that island is the nail in the coffin. Listen, I gotta listen. You want the people to turn on you instead of it being a race war? Because that's what it's looking like. Everybody is saying, what's the deal with them fouls and what y'all was doing over there on that island? Nobody's really pressed about black and white or white and black. Nobody's pressed about that. What y'all was doing over there on that island with them children? You know them children that come up missing every year since we was in elementary school. We've been hearing about thousands and thousands of missing people that never return. Huh? But you want to talk about Jay-Z and Tory Lanez is in prison. He's in prison. Megan Thee Stallion somewhere with Klay Thomas doing what they do. Yeah, she got cock on her breath, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all don't want to, you know what? Let's listen to some of this. Let's listen to some of this receipt right here with academics and DJ Vladislavic, because his name is Vladislavic. Nasty work. And everybody's going to fall. Jay-Z, Mason Betha, Weinstein, whoever had their hands in the pot, whoever played the game with them people is going to fall. But let's stop acting like it's P. Diddy and Jay-Z, okay? Let's stop acting like Abercrombie and Fitch, the CEO, Michael Jeffries, ain't got the same charge as Jay-Z got. I mean, my bad, Puffy got. Let's stop acting like, you know, I got a list. We're going to get into that, but go ahead and listen. Talk to the people, Act. Look!
Vlad!
Yeah, what's good?
I'm on stream, brother. You're the topic of conversation.
Yeah, you think?
Vlad, what's going on?
Man, look, if you look at like my previous tweets, I was talking about how ridiculous the whole news cycle was, because they're bringing back this old video from May of Kelsey's bodyguard saying that she really was the shooter, and people like, oh, look, the evidence is in. And I'm like, this is a tweet from May. And he wasn't even the bodyguard that night. He was the bodyguard who claims you overheard something during the court proceedings, whatever. And people are like, oh, that's because Jay-Z, he bought off all the jurors. I said, okay, that's an interesting idea for a tweet. So I created this whole ridiculous tweet with every conspiracy theory laid out one after the other, to the point of even saying that Jay-Z did a verse for the judge's grandson.
Yeah, that was reaching, of course.
You think that was reaching?
Well, hey, listen, I knew this was a satirical tweet from the get-go. I was just speaking about the tweet on stream here. By the way, Vlad, I'm telling you, you fucked the hip hop game up with this. Usually I get about 15,000 people watching me. I have 31,000 right now listening to me. Just let you know, okay? And it's all because of you. So we got to get down to some hard facts. Now, I'll tell you two issues. And by the way, I've also said it. Me and you, we trade podcast appearances. I get on Vlad TV. You come on my show. Our next podcast has to be solely about this because there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. Now, I had two issues, and you could, we'll get into real depth, like I guess when we sit with each other. But my two issues was this: I think you sent and fired off this tweet because you slightly have an axe to grind still about Tory. Not that you have a problem with him, but people were skeptical of you of when you predicted an outcome, this and third. And I thought you putting up this tweet made an incident so big. Now it's like really kicking his back in for someone who is going through, like, he's incarcerated. It's not like you actually think he did it and he's free. He's incarcerated. He's trying to fight for his freedom or at least some type of relief. And I feel like this is kicking a man when he's down. Okay. Second. Okay.
Well, hold on. Can I address the first one, or do you want to tell me?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. Tory has been convicted by a jury of 12 people and has been sentenced. He filed an appeal and it was rejected. Now, you could say I'm kicking him while he's down or whatever. He has gone through the legal process and it didn't work out, which is what I've been saying the whole time. I don't have an axe to pick with Tory. I don't know him. We've never spoken. I ran into his dad and we had a respectful conversation. Me and his dad have each other's phone numbers. I said he can come to my show at any point. Tory can come do Vlad TV if he wants to call in or whatever else. I publicly said I feel really bad over what happened with him over the stabbing incident. But it's just like this constant cycle of like, oh, it was really someone else. He never did it. He's the, Rock Nation.
Now, I'm gonna let it go some more, but I want to kind of bring it back in. I want you to digest what you just listened to. And then you will feel and you will understand and you will realize how much fluff and how meaningless this is. This conversation is meaningless. It has no point. It has no merit. There is no reason for us or thousands of people to be engaging in this conversation about Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. A situation that is case closed. Tory is in prison, case closed. It don't even matter it don't matter who had something to do with it. The point of this conversation is to get us to talk about something that is meritless, that is pointless, that will distract us from looking at them files. And who better to do that? Revenge of the goddamn nerds. Respectfully, DJ Vladislavic is a nerd. DJ Academics is a nerd. I want to be honest with you. Any man that'll start his name off with DJ and he ain't never DJ'd a party, 9 times out of 10 is a nerd. Yeah. It ain't no real ones calling themselves DJ nothing if they ain't never had 2 turntables and a goddamn microphone. It ain't really no real men out there that's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna call myself DJ G&B TV, but I ain't never had no DJ equipment. A nigga can't ask me nothing about being a DJ. I don't know how to mix. I don't know how to blend. I don't know nothing about being, but my name gonna be DJ Grown Man Business TV. Get your weird ass up out of here, cuz. You hear the dead homies. I just wanted to say that. So now that's more context to this. You got 2 beta males, 2 nerds talking about some shit, working for the higher ups and the elites. They got a lot of influence. They got a lot of subscribers. They got a lot of people listening to what they're talking about, and they are talking about something that is pointless. See where I'm going with this? See how powerful it is when you start seeing through the smoke and mirrors? They play games and they play chess at the highest level. So the things that you believe won't happen, they're not doing they're gonna do it. Now DJ Vlad, ho, 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 they up there talking and they acting like they having real dialogue, and the whole time they talking about absolutely nothing. Yeah, go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
Manipulated everyone is just like ridiculous theory. You know, in the same way that I've been talking about the Nicki Minaj's of the world and so forth, this is just the same thing. I don't have an axe to pick with Tory. I hope Tory does come home sooner than expected. I've always said this.
Well, the reason why I say you possibly have an axe to grind, and it appears so, and it feels like kicking him while he's down, because like there has always been a controversial case where not all of the constituents or the citizens in the United States or viewing public agree. Like, for example, with O.J. Simpson, would you go as far to say anybody who believes that O.J. did it, they're an idiot, or they're just like lunatics? Because that's what this kind of comes across. I feel like there's a particular thing about the Tory thing. Not that I really don't think you have anything against him, but I know you, Vlad. When Vlad gives his opinion and he's right, Vlad loves to be like, I told you so. I think this is a told you so moment. Yet again, just it's blown up beyond that because now people are making a lot of other assumptions.
I mean, I guess you can frame it how you want to frame it. At the end of the day, this got triggered off of Kelsey's bodyguard saying that she was the shooter because you overheard her say it during a conversation. You could.
I gave them a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the DM that wanted me to. I can't. It's too much. It's too much fluff. It's like listening to nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do that. I mean, you listen to two beta males. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is softer than Dollar Tree cotton. It's hard to listen because but they talk amongst themselves and they feel like nah, man. Let's talk about something. Let's do it. Let's do what is supposed to be done. All right. You know what I'm saying? Now, they got y'all talking about, Tory Lanez, Jay-Z, right? I want to talk about what's important. I want to use my Adam's apple and my baritone. I'm going to stand on this grown man business, and I'm going to give you pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. And we're going to cut the nerds off, and we're going to let the nerds do what they do. And I want to show you a couple of names. Okay, so let's look at a couple of names that's on them files. A couple of names that we could be talking about. DJ Vladislavic and Vladimir could be talking about these guys because they all got the same type of names. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even almost pronounce these names. These Jewish and Slavic and it's hard to die. I can't even pronounce this shit. But these is the type of dudes that's on that list. These is the dudes they don't want us talking about. Ooh-wee. Respectfully, listen, I'm just trying to give you, we gonna get into this. Now, again, DJ Vlad ain't no dummy. DJ Vladislavic, DJ Vladislavic ain't no, he ain't no dummy. He know he could easily be talking about these names over here. But he got everybody in the goddamn metaverse talking about Rock Nation. Tory Lanez. And I'm going to get to Tory. I got something I want to say to Tory. The downloads have downloaded, and I'm going to say something to Tory that should have been said a long time ago. I'm going to say something to Tory that his daddy should have said to him. His homies, his producers, his brother, whoever, his closest homies. Yeah. All right. We going to get into that. But for right now, I want to show y'all another receipt. Big salute to the chat. Let's look at this receipt right here. This receipt right here, right, are names of people on the Epstein files. Let's look at this. Look. Ehud Barak. Look. Les Waxner. And I want y'all to remember this name right here. Les Waxner. Right? Noam Chomsky. Yeah. Look. Noam Chomsky, right? I'm saying that right? Alan Dershowitz. You see that right there? Look. Woody Allen. Woody Allen, filmmaker, is listed in the calendar as having met with Epstein. Look. Okay? Les Waxner, a Ohio billionaire philanthropist and a founder of L Brands, Victoria's Secret was Epstein's biggest client for a long time, giving him power of attorney to the FBI identified him as, yeah. Okay? Now, we're going to go a little bit deeper. I wanted to give y'all just some names. Since they don't want to give y'all names, Grown Man Business TV, listen, I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. These type of names is the reasons why they got y'all talking about Jay-Z and Rock Nation and Tory Lanez and all that. These type of names right here is the reason. Now, I want to go a step further because you already know here at Grown Man Business TV, I like to do my due diligence. We not sugarcoating none of the content. I want to go a step further. Remember, I said a name, Michael Jeffries. Oh, he's on that list as well. Michael Jeffries. Okay? Now, I want y'all to listen about Michael Jeffries. I want y'all to listen closely. Okay? Yeah. They got y'all talking about lawyers and judges being paid off, and behind closed doors, they jumping off on them casting couches. Look.
Bombshell news out of the world of fashion hit the headlines today. Former Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Michael Jeffries and 2 others arrested. They're charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. So Jeffries, seen here getting in the back of a police cruiser, faces a judge in about an hour in Florida. And CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides joins us live. He's in West Palm Beach today. Christian, these are some disturbing allegations. Quite a network here.
Reed, just absolutely horrible allegations. This is just so disturbing. The defendants in this case, Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Matthew Smith, his partner, and James Jacobson, who, according to federal prosecutors, was hired to sort of facilitate what they're calling sex trafficking, facilitate these sexual acts that would happen, according to officials. What federal prosecutors say is that they targeted young men who were looking for a career in modeling with promises of career advancement. And they would show up to what federal prosecutors are calling a casting couch operation. Essentially told that they were going there for an interview and turning into just this horrible, horrible situation. According to the indictment, Jacobson allegedly had the victims do a tryout with him before these alleged victims would go on to meet Jeffries and Smith. All of this after they were allegedly told to sign non-disclosure agreements or given alcohol and drugs so that they could perform these sexual acts for the former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch. Just absolutely very disturbing allegations here. According to officials, the crimes allegedly occurred, or at least the probe goes back to the late 2000s up until March of 2015. Mike Jeffries was the CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch from 1992 to 2014.
What? Now he says something. I want y'all to listen to now. What he said was Michael Jeffries and 2 of his constituents right? They would fly these boys out, these models. They would promise them jobs and modeling jobs with Abercrombie and Fitch, because you know he's the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, I said Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, that's what I like to call it. And they would have they called it the casting couch operation. Listen to me. These dog fur having dudes had a casting couch operation where they would fly these young boys out, promise them jobs, and there was a guy that they would have to go through before they got to Michael Jeffries. That means they would have to bust it wide open for this one particular guy. And if he said they was worth it, then they got a chance to go bust it wide open for Mr. Michael Jeffries. Now, you already know it's a method to the madness when it comes. Listen, I don't do nothing by coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, okay? So on that list right there, there's a name by the name of Lex Wagner. Waxner. That is the partner of Michael Jeffries. And guess what? His ass is on that list. See how you connect the dots? You see how if we was not being distracted and misled by DJ Vladimir, we could really connect the dots. We could really expose the sickness of these men on that list. Look. Les Waxner, the Ohio billionaire philanthropist and founder of L Brands, Victoria's Secrets, was Epstein's biggest client, his biggest client for a long time, giving him power of attorney. So now you see how the CEO and Les Waxner allegedly was able to fly all these male models around. They was able to have a casting couch operation where they was busting up backs on the casting couch. And then they was sending them over there and let him do the same thing. And they was doing this since 1992. See how pointless that conversation is with DJ Vlad, who has over 6 million subscribers, and DJ Academics, who has well over 2-3 million subscribers, if not more. See how pointless. But you could come over here to Grown Man Business TV, where we are well over 56,000 subscribers, and you can get that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottle. Les Waxner is the co-founder, the partner of Michael Jeffries. And he is and was Jeffrey Epstein's biggest client. They didn't say, you know, he was the client of Jeffrey Epstein, you know, they did business together and X, Y, and Z. They stated he was the biggest client. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Epstein was worth billions of dollars. To become his biggest client, y'all was doing a lot of casting couch operation. Oh, y'all was running through them little male models like goddamn, yeah, like paper tissue, like, yeah. You was not, I don't know how you, that's why Abercrombie and Finch went out of business. Yeah. You ever wonder how a big conglomerate like Abercrombie and Fitch seem to go out of business and they get to closing stores and next thing because they was more focused on blowing the backs out them little male models they was flying around. But nobody want to talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Diddy. Nobody really want to go into this. Let me say one more thing about this before we move forward, right? On this news, on this receipt that I just played, they said that Michael Jeffries and Les Waxner allegedly were running an international sex trafficking organization. International is the word of choice. International is the word I want you to home in on. P. Diddy wasn't international. Yeah. You know, P. Diddy was national. He was nationwide. You know, P. Diddy was local. You know what I'm saying? LA, Miami, New York, Atlanta. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, Sean Baby Oil Combs, whatever you want to call him. Honeycomb. He was just a nationwide type of situation. He was flying his shit out, you know, from New York to LA. They threw the book at Diddy. They crucified Diddy for doing this shit on a nationwide scale. But these dog fur having Caucasoid white boys, oh, they international. That mean worldwide. That mean they was doing some goddamn, yeah, they was blowing out backs all over the world. They was busting they back out. They was flying them boys in, promising them jobs, telling them, yeah, I'm the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. You want to be an Abercrombie and Fitch model? I got you. Yeah, get your ass up on that casting couch and let my man blow your back out. If he say you're worth it. That's what they was doing. Now, I'm just saying, Diddy's a nasty man. Diddy was watching those male prostitutes get down with Cassie, blow her back out, and Diddy's a nasty man. Diddy get to putting that motherfucking jizz all on his nipple. Diddy is a sick, nasty man. But them boys right there, they're a little bit worse than Diddy. They just a little bit worse. You know, Diddy was arguing with Cassie. She was taking too long to bring the nutmeg into the back room because Diddy liked to get the nutmeg he want the nutmeg when it's warm. Diddy want to put the nutmeg on him when it's warm. He smacking her around. She taking too long. She talking to the prostitutes, and Diddy need what he want. Diddy wasn't, well, they didn't say Diddy was sleeping with them boys, but them white boys ain't even it wasn't even a woman in sight. They were flying young male models out. No women allowed. Yeah, keep your wolf pussy to yourself. They don't want it. Yeah, they want the Brokeback Mountain. They don't want your wolf pussy. You ain't invited. At least Diddy had females at the party, a little bitch, couple of bitches around popping pussy and all that. At least Diddy had some women. He got Cassie. She dropping it like it's hot, you know what I'm saying? Les Waxner, Michael Jeffries, international sex trafficking ring called the Casting Couch Operation. Okay, so we don't really need to talk about Tory Lanez at this present moment. Tory Lanez is in prison, and I told you, if you mind your own goddamn business, you ain't got to worry about nothing coming up out of prison. Tory Lanez living a good life in prison. All right, now Tory, you need to go into protective custody, and I guarantee you, if you go into PC, oh, you on vacation, Tory. You ain't got nothing to worry about. All right. Now, I wanna speak to. So I needed to get that out there. These is the names on the list. Woody Allen. Nobody talking about Woody. You know, Woody, he went and adopted that little girl and he raised her up when she was 5 years old, 4 years old. He groomed her till she was about 18, 19, and he started dropping Johnson in her. Y'all don't know nothing about that? Y'all didn't know Woody Allen adopted a little girl as a baby, right? Fed her, nurtured her, and raised her up to a full-grown woman, 18, 19 years old, and he started dropping Johnson right in them panties. Yeah! Y'all didn't know that? Woody Allen ain't in jail. Yeah, Woody Allen ain't in jail. Woody Allen is on this list. So he not only did he do that with that little girl he adopted, and then he married her. I'm gonna say it one more time again, cause DJ Vladimir ain't gonna say it. Yeah. DJ Vladimir act like this don't exist, but he talking about Jay-Z. All right, so let me say it one more time. Woody Allen adopted a little girl. He fed her, he sheltered her, and he nourished her. And she grew up at 19, 20 years old. He married her and started dropping Johnson in her, blowing her back out. And no, he ain't did a day in prison. But y'all got P. Diddy in jail and all that. Y'all worried about Jay-Z. And guess what? Look. What it say right there? The filmmaker is listed in the calendar as having met with Epstein. Okay? So not only did Woody Allen, right, adopt a little girl, raise her to be 18, 19, and start blowing her back out and dropping Johnson in her. Not only did he do that, but he was on the calendar. He was over there with Epstein on that island. And he was engaging in that too. He was enjoying that too. He ain't did a day in prison. Okay? I say all that to say this. Don't fall for the double cross. Always pay attention and be fully and well aware of the triple cross. Jay-Z, he paid off the lawyer. Jay-Z did this. Jay-Z did that. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Yeah. Beware. You know what I'm saying? Never throw stones at a glass house. I mean, I know y'all trying to take Jay-Z down, but why y'all taking Jay-Z down when you got Woody Allen's out here like this? Cause y'all is with that. Y'all use us as the scapegoat for the shit y'all get down with, the things y'all are into. And shame on the black men who get all this money and get to a certain level on the totem pole and think that y'all are a part of the elites. Y'all get $1 billion or $2 billion and y'all think y'all really down with the elites when all they want to do is build you up to use you as a fall guy. Jay-Z's going to be used as a fall guy. Oh, it's coming, my G's, respectfully. I think I'm going to close with that. Jay-Z, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall, my G, respectfully. Yeah, I can't even lie to you. Your ass is out here. You better get on a flight and get your ass over there with Russell Simmons. That's what I would suggest you do. And hopefully Jay-Z's smart enough to already build the bungalow over there with Russell Simmons and all that. I forgot where Russell's at, but he's over there where he can't be extradited. Yeah, get your money and build you a bungalow over there. Cause they coming, they gonna put you with R. Kelly. Yeah, they're gonna put you in R. Kelly, and y'all gonna be rapping and singing Best of Both Worlds. Yeah. Over cupcakes and shit like that. Bali. They got, listen, mark my words. They coming for Jay-Z. They're gonna do any and everything possible to come for Jay-Z to distract us off of Woody Allen and Les Waxner and Michael Jeffries. Just 3 names that simply float on that Epstein's list. And it ain't gonna be no getting out. It ain't gonna be no P. Diddy situation. They gonna put your ass in there with R. Kelly, and it's gonna be best of both worlds. I'm gonna coming through and break it down. You niggas know when I'm getting it, when I'm taking that best of both worlds over. And I'ma get in. Yeah. That's what's coming for you, nigga. You better get your ass to Bali. Yeah, y'all remember those videos we heard? They had R. Kelly ass in that jail singing for cupcakes and all of that. What you think gonna happen when Jay-Z laying in that same bunk? Yeah. Best of boy world. Yeah, nigga, yeah. All right. Now I want to say something to Tory Lanez. Big salute to the chat. I want to say something to Tory Lanez, and I want to, you know, it's something that watching that whole situation resonated with me, and I'm gonna get right to the point with the homie Tory. I'm disappointed in Tory Lanez. I'm highly disappointed with Tory Lanez from the inception of whatever they had going on that night all the way up to the trial. You know, you was in there with Kylie Jenner. She was smitten. You know what I mean? She wasn't even thinking about Travis. You know what I mean? Travis Scott was somewhere calling her phone, and you got a billionaire bitch ready to get cock on her breath, ready to eat wood and all that. And you leave with Megan Thee Stallion. You know, right there is I was disappointed. You supposed to told Megan, get your ass out of here. I don't care what you say. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, you see Kylie Jenner over there? Yeah. Going swimming that billionaire dog fur. I'm not into the dog fur. But since you was swimming in that billionaire dog fur, you had a chance. You had a choice to make, and you made the wrong choice. But even deeper than that, right? Even deeper than you passing up on some billionaire dog fur wolf pussy. I don't like the dog fur. I don't want no parts of it. Billionaire not. I might make an exception for $1 billion. Yeah, maybe she got $1 billion. Maybe I'll make an exception just for one day. Get some of that money. I need it. You got billion. You know, you're a billionaire. You know, I'm gonna need about 10 million. You know, to satisfy my need. Maybe a Lamborghini, and maybe I'll put some nose plugs in. I'll put some nose plugs in so I ain't got to smell that billionaire dog fur wolf pussy that she got. I'll put some nose plugs in so I ain't got to smell that billionaire dog fur wolf pussy. All right. So that was strike number one right there. Where I was highly disappointed with Tory Lanez is the fact that he didn't take the stand. And I understand, you know, I get it. You know, Tory Lanez didn't want to take the stand. He didn't want to go to jail and go to PC. You know, Tory Lanez really is trying to uphold, I would have, you know, he's really trying to uphold this image that he stood 10 toes down and he didn't break the code. But in my thought process, you know, the way I feel about the situation, this ain't no street situation. This ain't got nothing to do with the street code. This ain't got nothing to do with the homies, the gang. These is two bitches that you was nailing, and Kelsey tried to shoot Megan. You supposed to got your ass on the stand and pointed the finger. Now I'm gonna get a little bit deeper into this, because a lot of this went over y'all head and under y'all bridges. Because when I say that to my homies and I say that to people, they say, yo, that's snitching. He ain't supposed to get on the stand. Well, this is why I recommend Tory Lanez should have got on the stand and pointed the finger. Kelsey was given full immunity. Do you understand that? Kelsey was given full immunity, which means no matter what she say, no matter what Tory says, she will not be prosecuted or put in jail because she has been given full immunity. Now, that was nasty work anyway. How is that possible? That she got full immunity. She got full immunity. So Tory should have got on the stand. How you doing, Mr. Lanez? Could you put your hand up? Yeah, put your hand on the Bible. Yes, sir. Everything you say and will do will be used against you in court. If it's got public defender, yeah, you get a public defender. Yes, sir. Yes, you know how these rappers and these. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, Mr. Lanes, Mr. Tory Lanes, do you see the person in this courtroom who pulled the trigger and shot Megan Thee Stallion? Do you see the person? Yes, ma'am. Tory Lane, will you point out the person? Can you point? Right there. Right there, yeah, it's right there. Right there. Who is that person right there? Kelsey Grammer. What does she got on? She got a black dress on and a head full of yaki weave. I think that's Indian Remy. It might be Indian Remy. Yeah, she's sitting right there in that black. Yeah, right there. That's her right there. This ain't no goddamn gang activity. Bitch, you going to jail. Yeah. But you think I'm gonna let you take me away from that $1 billion goddamn dog fur that's waiting? Nah, bitch, nah, you going to jail. You did what you did. What happened out there? Well, Your Honor, we was in the Jeep together. We was riding together. Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion started arguing because Kelsey found out that me and Megan Thee Stallion were having a sexual relationship. We were sexually active. I was hitting both of them. Yeah, I was hitting both of their asses. Yeah, Your Honor. And when we pulled over, Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion, they got to fighting. Now Megan Thee Stallion, Your Honor, that's a big bit right there. That's a man, that's a goddamn, yeah, that's a big motherfucking woman right there. And she got the whooping on Kelsey. Yeah. She got the whooping Kelsey, putting hands on her. I couldn't take it no more, Your Honor. So I got out the car and I tried to help and I broke him up. And when I broke him up, Kelsey right there, she went in the trunk. They had a gun, Your Honor. They had a gun, Your Honor. And Kelsey went to, she was shooting. Yeah, she shot Megan Thee Stallion. I tried to stop her. Can you point out one more time, Mr. Tory Lanez? Yeah, it's her right there. Her right, she right there. She got that black Chanel dress on, and I think that's Yaki. Indian Remy, the weave that she got on her hair, I think is Indian Remy. Right there right there. Tory Lanez, you should have took the stand, my G. Respectfully. Oh, I don't want to be a nigga. Fuck all of that. Nobody would have disrespected you, brother, for you telling what happened. You should have told on that lady. Yes, Kelsey ass going to jail. Or you're not going to jail. But I ain't going to jail. You got immunity, bitch. So before you call me a snitch, then we need to figure out how you got immunity. Yeah, we need to figure out how you got full immunity. Because you got to be talking to the police to get full immunity. They only give you full immunity for your testimony. So you got to testify. And you think I'm going to let you testify on me, bitch? And I ain't going, shit, hell no, nigga. And this ain't Charleston White. Charleston White, this is a whole different situation. Somebody's supposed to told Tory, man, you gonna get your ass on that stand, man. Point blank. Now all of a sudden you're reaching back, they didn't need nobody but you, the actual accusee, the person being accused, to get on the stand and point the finger. And I'm gonna point the finger at you. Tory Lanez, you should have pointed the finger, and I would have told the bitch, you going to jail, bitch. What you say, Mr. Lane? I didn't say nothing, Your Honor. What you say? Can you point out, Can you point out again, Mr. Lane? Yes, Your Honor, I can point out. Y'all, did you say? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing, Your Honor. That's all I'd have been saying to your ass on the stand. Yo, every time they would have took a break in between, I'd have whispered to you, what you say yet? Hell yeah. But because you wanted to be a gangster, because you wanted to play like You a part of this street life. You doing 10 years in prison and they shoving metal. I seen a video of that man shoving that metal in your ass. Couldn't have been me, brother. Okay? If y'all want to talk about Tory Lanez, that's what they need to be talking about. Don't never let no bitch. Man, what? Hoes at that. These is hoes. Megan is a hoe. Her homegirl, I don't know. But Megan is a goddamn cum bucket. You think I'm gonna let you bitches put me in prison? You think you can do that to me? Shoe program, nigga. 24-hour lockdown. I'm putting cases on all you. Yeah. That's what I would have did to it. That's what I would have did. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. You think I'm gonna let a bitch, what? You think I'm gonna let one of you bitches put me in prison? Yana, yeah, I see it, Yana. Can you point out, Mr. Tory Lanez? Will you point out? There she is right there. I didn't say nothing, Yana. Yeah, fuck it. You don't like it, don't like it. Don't you ever, to any of you young boys out there, don't you ever let no broads put you in prison, federal penitentiary. Put your life at danger with niggas stabbing you up, shoving that metal in you for what? She out here eating Klay Thompson up like a goddamn, yeah, she's eating Slurpees every day. Klay Thompson out this motherfucker. Klay Thompson, boy, you see the smile on his goddamn face? She out this motherfucker eating cock every second. Yeah! And you in prison with some niggas stabbing your ass up. Out. Yes, you willing to go on the stand, Mr. Tory Lanez? Because I ain't saying me, I'm saying Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez, is you willing to go on the stand? Yeah, absolutely. Tell them everything. You gonna tell them everything? Absolutely. I'm gonna tell them everything they want to know. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I got objection, Your Honor. Objection, yes. I got one more witness that wants to take the stand. One more witness? I don't see any more witnesses. My client wants to take the stand. Introducing Tory Lanez. Go and take the stand, Mr. Lane. Man, I would have made a spectacle out there and put you bitches in jail. Yeah, going to prison. You won't be out here. Klay Thompson would have been meeting your ass in Pelican Bay, bitch. Yeah, you and Klay Thompson would have had to been having conjugal visits in Pelican Bay when I was done with you. Dropping that goddamn stallion wagon, that motherfucking wagon on Klay Thompson. He ain't played a lick of basketball in the last 4 years. He ain't Splash Brothers. He ain't been making threes. They've been trading his ass all over the damn NBA because Megan Thee Stallion, nah, bitch, I would have had your ass in Pelican Bay. Your ass would have been in prison. You, Kelsey, somebody had going to prison, respectfully. All right? So I needed to get that out there. We got to stop acting like Tory Lanez. Nah, nigga, you did the wrong thing. You made the wrong decision twice. You passed up on that billionaire goddamn dog fur. That's your first mistake. And you ain't get on the stand and point the finger. That's your second mistake. You fucked up. So it is what it is. You got to do your time, brother. In America, in the feds, you got to do 85% of that time. Mind your business and do your time. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, you know, this whole thing with DJ Vlad, I just needed to get that out there. Like, DJ Vlad is an absolute weapon. He has been weaponized against the culture. And I still, you know, I think that it's nasty work. I think that it's asinine at the fact that nobody has truly spoken up against what DJ Vlad brings to the culture. A freak, he's a Ukrainian. That nigga's from the, this nigga parents is, this nigga's from the Ukraine. We ain't never seen him do one video about the Ukraine. We ain't never seen him do one interview with a Ukrainian mob boss or a Ukrainian warrior or a Ukrainian soldier or a Ukrainian music artist We've never seen him sit down with his own people, but any and every time he get a chance, he's speaking on our culture. And this particular time right here was very calculated, which is why I spoke on it. It wasn't no random tweet. That was far from a random tweet. He got that phone call. This was so calculated, it had to be exposed. It's disgusting. Okay? And I'm gonna land this plane with this angle right here. A few months back, we all saw DJ Vladislavic, right? Come into the dirty sector of YouTube and open his platform to some well-known YouTubers in this sector, right? Well-known YouTubers that we all rub shoulders with, by the name of Hassan Campbell, Harlem Legend, China Brim, right? And a lot of us was happy to see them rubbing shoulders with some celebrities and DJ Vlad. I'm one of them people that was happy for them. But at the same time of being happy for them, I also questioned the integrity, the moral standards of these guys doing business and rubbing shoulders with DJ Vladimir. Now, again, I understand you got to get your bag. We all working and we all grinding to get to this paper. So that is definitely understandable, but I questioned the integrity in it. And when the download, it is what it is. But I called this out a few months ago. I was the first one on this YouTube thing. I was the first one in this sector to tell y'all that DJ Vlad grabbed up Hassan Campbell, Harlem Legend, and China Brim because of their influence on this sector of YouTube, their influence in the metaverse. A lot of the times, these vampires of the culture will disguise their fangs with opportunity. Ooh. Let me say that again. I like how that sound. That download was powerful. The majority of the time, these vampires of the culture will hide their fangs with opportunity. So they will approach and they will lead with an opportunity to grow your platform. They will lead with the opportunity for you to make money, to get a bag. And most of the time, our people, as long as it's a bag involved, we will go along with it. We will accept it. We will allow, as long as there's money. And with this post, in this situation with Vlad, it further reassured to me that that was a strategic move and it was a powerful move. All right? Because I'm going to double back and I'm going to see what Haas had to say about this situation. I'm going to see if Haas went in just like I went in on this situation. But being as though they are business partners, being as though Hassan Campbell is in the pocket of DJ Vladimir, being as though, Harlem Legend, China Brim, they are in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. So if you get up here and get to talking like me, right? Then the homie call you and say, yo, what's going on? I thought we was cool. I brought you up there with Tony Yayo. I brought you up there with Uncle Murder. I fed you fried Campbell soup and fried duck neck. Didn't I buy you guys duck neck? Didn't I have you niggas eating fried duck neck for the first time in your life? I thought we was cool, man. Why would you get up here and talk about this? And why would you assassinate my character? So they can't really do this. They can't really do this. Because see, and I said this, and I said I'm going to say it again. 050 was the channel that the higher-ups and elites, they feared 050. The celebrities, they began to fear 050. They began to literally have fear in their heart of 05 voter movement getting on their radar. Because China and Harlem together, when they were literally still the 050 movement, the way they would destroy niggas with their live streams, the way they had the streets reacting to the content, they had to get a DJ Vlad in there to turn that shit down a little bit. They had to get in there to get a nigga like DJ Vlad or any kind of white boy, any dog fur, get in there and muffle that message because that shit is too powerful. It's affecting the bottom line. Yo, I'm telling you, China Brim in Harlem, when they would get on the target of a celebrity, that shit would start affecting the bottom line. They money is start. You understand what I'm saying? Now these niggas, now China, he, this nigga talking real light. He got a couple of niggas up there. He's a couple of snitch niggas. You don't know who these niggas is. He don't even want to raise his voice. I ain't heard China scream or get real, it been a year or so since I heard China really like, put it, nigga. Now it's just put it in the comment section, nigga. Put this shit in the comment section. Respectfully. Vlad didn't link in with y'all niggas because he thought that y'all was a great podcast or he thought that y'all was that talented. He's willing to see if the podcast is going to work, if it's going to be a lucrative investment. He was willing to see that. That's a given. But he didn't come to y'all because he knew y'all got what it take. Y'all are the next up. I got to get down with y'all. I see the vision. No, he got with y'all to put y'all in the pocket, to compromise y'all. And if it's going, if we can make a couple of dollars, if I can make a couple of dollars off you, then I'll make a couple of dollars off you. But the bigger picture is to put your ass in the pocket, nigga. Hey, ain't y'all rocking with me? Didn't I feed y'all duck necks? Well, watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth, man. Because if you notice, right, I ain't disrespecting or nothing like that, but I'm just saying I don't know what's going on with that podcast. I don't know. Is y'all? I'm sure y'all still in bed with him, but is he gonna bring y'all on? Is y'all gonna get on Vlad's platform? Is he gonna push y'all? Is he gonna give y'all that platform with millions and millions of subscribers so y'all could grow y'all channel? Or did he give y'all a couple of dollars for y'all to do y'all thing and keep your fucking mouth closed? I think that's what he did. So respectfully, I think he gave y'all a couple of dollars and told y'all go ahead and create your channel and build your platform and keep your goddamn mouth closed. That's what I think he did. Because if he really wanted y'all to blow up, he got over 6 million subscribers. Y'all need to be posting on his channel. He need to be reverting and aiming his audience towards y'all. So y'all should easily be at 100,000 subscribers. It's 3 of y'all niggas in one room. Respectfully, yo, we don't give a damn podcast. You got 3 YouTubers on one channel and y'all ain't got 100,000 subscribers yet because DJ Vlad ain't pushing y'all. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, they ain't really pushing y'all. They don't even say y'all. So they use y'all niggas as a stepping stone. They use the momentum of 05 voter movement. They use the momentum of Harlem Legend. And now they got the rap report. Where they talking about nothing. Yeah, them niggas is up there talking about nothing. Hopefully they, Tony Yayo bring y'all niggas up on the rap report. Maybe y'all get a segment or something. An interview, something. Somebody got to say it, man. Because again, right? We let these dog fur having Caucasoids into the culture. We let them come into our areas. We let them come into our algorithm, the dirty section, and they capitalize and they monetize. And they suck the blood out the situation and they go on about their motherfucking way. And now they talking about Jay-Z and Tory Lanez. Yeah. Vladimir, goddamn DJ Vladislavic. He ain't talking about Harlem Legend, China Brim, 050. He ain't talking about y'all. Y'all niggas was supposed to stand on business. Harlem and China, y'all niggas was supposed to do your own platforms. But when it come to 050, it's supposed to be untamed energy, raw energy, real raw energy, homie. When y'all niggas used to talk about Joe Crack, y'all don't think he felt that? That's why he's so bitter now, because we used to go in on them niggas. Why you think all these rappers is bringing in One of the reasons these rappers all have podcasts is because they needed an outlet to respond to niggas like me, Harlem Legend, China Brim, Hassan Campbell. For a long time, they don't have a platform that can rival our platform and our influence. That's one of the reasons all them niggas got podcasts, because they needed to be able to respond in these YouTube streets, because we was affecting the bottom line. Now they got you niggas eating duck necks and fried chicken Campbell soup and all that. Yeah. They got you niggas eating duck neck off the bone. Yeah. They got videos of you niggas eating duck necks off the bone. Hey, Harlem, they got video of you niggas out there in New York City eating duck neck off the bone. That's worse than eating a goddamn glizzy, if you ask me. Hey, respectfully, right? You niggas eating duck neck with DJ Vladimir, that's worse than eating a goddamn glizzy from the glizzy stand, if you ask me. That's worse than you eating a glizzy directly off the glizzy stand. And they got you niggas on camera doing that. Checkmate. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. It is what it is, man. We not gonna run from this. And I want to see something real quick. We not gonna run from what this is. It is what it is, and again, and you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. And if you lay down, you are absolutely gonna stay down. Big salute to the homie Haas, man. I gotta keep it funky though. Haas got over 2,000 people in the chat right now. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did this on purpose. When I saw that Haas, I was already gonna go live. I was already gonna deliver this message, right? But when I saw Haas was live, I had to ask myself, am I going to go live or am I not going to go live? You feel me? And the download said, go live. Let's see how powerful the channel is. Let's see how powerful this dope is. Let's see if you could go live at the same time as Haas and still do your numbers. We well over 60,000 views on this live stream right now. Haas got over 500,000 subscribers. I got 56,000 subscribers. Pure dope is going to sell itself, my G. When it's raw, when it's pure, all you got to do is bag it up. That's it. DJ Vladimir checkmated you dudes. He put y'all in a trick bag. DJ Vladimir put Hassan Campbell, 050 The Movement, Harlem Legend. He put you niggas in a trick bag. And now he got the internet on fire trying to put us in a trick bag. And I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it, my G. Yeah, we are not compromising. We will not bend, break, or fold. We don't care what you saying about Jay. And the fact that you already told everybody that you was bullshitting, you was lying, you typed up that whole tweet, that whole long ass tweet, knowing it was a lie, that furthermore certifies that you did that on purpose. You did that as a distraction. You didn't waste your time putting that tweet up just to make, oh, I just wanted to see if people, nah, nigga. You don't want us talking about Les Waxner, Michael Jeffries. You don't want us talking about that $9 billion that been sent to the Ukraine, where your mom and your daddy is from. You a Ukrainian American. Your mother and your daddy are Ukrainian immigrants on American soil. You try to this, and I don't care. These dog fur, right? They think that we are so slow, right? They could do anything like that, and we gonna spend the next 3 weeks talking about it. Oh, yo, Jay-Z was doing, yo, you saw what DJ, yo, Jay-Z, yo, Tory Lanez, Jay-Z. Fuck out of here. In real life, Vladimir, you wouldn't even be able to open your mouth around no real ones. You wouldn't be able to open your mouth around no real ones, homie. Because the first thing one of us would have said to you is, what the fuck made you buy duck neck? Nigga, we don't eat duck neck. Hey, yo, man, hey, hold up. Hey, hold up. Cut the cameras off, B. Hey, yo, Few. Cut the cameras off, Few. What's this right here, cut? Duck neck? We put turkey necks and duck necks in the goddamn collard greens, DJ Vladimir. We don't eat duck neck right off the bone. We put that shit in the collard greens to season up those greens, nigga. So a real one would have went in your mouth already. I would have been ready. I would have been highly disrespected, and I would have been highly upset if I walked into that building and you had goddamn duck neck on the platter, nigga. So what we supposed to do? How we gonna eat this duck neck? Huh? Yeah, you. What you trying to say? What you trying to do? Oh no, I just got you guys some duck. I just thought you might want to eat some duck, fried duck off the bone. Hell no, we don't eat nothing off the bone, nigga. Fuck you mean off the bone? You better put that shit in some collard greens. Order some collard greens and you chop that duck neck up and you put it in the collard greens and maybe we might be able to get to it. So money and opportunity is not going to bribe all of us. Some of us, for sure, but not all of us. I would have smacked fire out you for taking the top off that plate and having them duck necks laid there. Like, I'll smack fire out your mouth, man. Yeah. I guarantee them niggas would have been like, yo, GMB, you tripping. Nah, I ain't tripping, homie. Yeah, I ain't tripping. He thought we was going to eat them duck necks off the bone like that. His ass was going to be over there watching like this. Hey, China Brim, you want some of that duck? We got duck neck over there. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go try the duck neck. And the whole time you slurping on that duck neck, he... Yeah. The whole time you over there, you know what I'm saying, trying to get through the duck neck and all, get the meat up out the duck neck. Because, like turkey neck, duck neck, the meat be all up. You got to get up in there to get the meat and all that. Oh, no, yeah, I was just checking the computer. Yeah, help yourself. Harlem, Halasan Campbell, help yourself to some duck neck, man. Help yourself. Yeah. I would have smacked fire out your mouth, nigga. Fuck you mean, duck, nigga? Put that shit in some collard greens and get it out of here. I'm sorry, GMB TV. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I just figured that maybe you want to eat some fried duck neck off the bone. What is that? You don't want the... Yeah, yeah. Now you put two and two together while he had duck neck in there for your ass. Y'all ain't think to ask that question. Vlad, what made you? Nah, Vlad, we don't eat duck necks off the bone like that. You got to put that in some collard greens, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put the turkey neck inside the collard greens. It flavors up the collard greens, get it nice and right. And then we might eat a couple of pieces of the turkey neck as we're eating the collard greens. You get the turkey neck. You put it in the greens. You get to pulling some of the, some of the turkey neck off, and you mix it with the greens and you eat it like that. And if you didn't know about our culture, you should have asked me. But you don't lay no goddamn duck neck across no plates like that for me, brother. Yeah, you don't lay no goddamn duck neck cross table. I would have went in your mouth. Yo, GMB, yo, what you doing, son? Why would you do that? Nah, nigga, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. Yeah, respectfully. Yeah, I'm out of here, son. Yo, he didn't mean nothing by it. Yeah, he meant everything by it. That's what the higher ups and the elites do. They do slick shit like that. And then you get in there, you get to saying, God, boy, let me try this duck neck. And you get to eating that duck neck off the bone and all that. Respectfully. You get to slurping and you get the motherfucking eating and you get the gnawing. You get the gnawing on that duck neck on that bone, and they watching you. They recording you the whole time. And they watching your mouth. Yeah, they watching your jaw movement. They watching your tongue. They watching how you control that duck neck to your mouth. Yeah, respectfully. I'm just trying to be respectful. They've been watching you for the last 30 minutes, gnawing on that duck neck. And now they know exactly what you capable of. They know what you do. They know how, they know. They got a good idea. They got a good idea of what can happen if they spike your, they spike your fucking champagne, they spike your juice. DJ Vladimir is a weapon. He is a threat. He is here to compromise. He is here to cause chaos and destruction. Chaos. That tweet caused chaos in these YouTube streets. It caused everybody's talking about it. He is here. He is a weapon of mass destruction. Word. Big salute to the chat. I'm just saying, man. Put that in your mental Rolodex. That nigga trying to brim say, yeah, we got fried Campbell soup, and we got duck necks. Duck necks, nigga. Duck neck. I'm good on that. You know what? I'm gonna catch you next time you in the, I'm gonna catch, no, I'm good. Hey, man, big salute, man. Appreciate you. Hey, tap into the channel and all that. No, it's all good. Everything's good. Everything's good. No, I ain't got no beef with you. I ain't got no beef with you. But if you get closer to me, I'm going to go in your mouth. Yo, I didn't mean no disrespect about the duck neck. I just thought that y'all might be hungry. I'm not hungry, man. And I'm good on that. Put that motherfucker in some collard greens next time, man. All right? Learn something new every day. Yeah, put it in some collard greens, man. We might could talk. Respectfully. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, hey, Breezy, exactly, man. Think about this shit. Fried Campbell soup. Yeah. I think we got a problem, brother. I don't want to have to hurt you, but I will. Yeah, I will. I will have to hurt you if I got to get out of here. Fried Campbell soup and duck neck, nigga. Nah. Yeah, keep. I ain't signing nothing. Yeah, get my lawyer in here, baby. I need to let my lawyer look over that first, if you don't mind. I want to let my lawyer look over the contract, nigga. Salute to the homie Haas, man. I'm just playing. It's all allegedly. You know what I mean? Respectfully, shit is all allegedly, B. Yeah, the downloads have downloaded, man. We at 12 o'clock. I want to get biblical with this before I close out, right? Because you already know I like to get biblical with this this content, right? You know, we are living in the time of exposure, right? And I've spoken on this for a while. It's a lot of other people that's spoken on this. It's a reason why a lot of this is happening, and it's deeper than the Epstein files. You know, the Epstein files, believe it or not, that's even a distraction. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know something, right? This Epstein Island situation has been going on for years. Years. And you got to know that they never had to expose it. It never had to be exposed. If they wanted it to be in secrecy still, it would be. Anything that we have privy to through this establishment is for a reason, right? So even the Epstein's file, to a certain extent, on the grand scheme of things, is a double cross. The Epstein files is a triple cross when it comes to sacrificing and finding fall guys to keep us distracted. But on the grand scheme of things, it is a double cross, because the triple cross is that the closer we get to 2030 and 2031, biblically, it says their time runs out. It says 2030, 2031, those with no melanin, the reptilians, the higher ups, the dog fur, whatever you want to call them, they will fall victim to the transfer of power. Where you going with this? You know, the transfer of power, my G, what are you talking about? Well, the meek will inherit the earth. The first will become last, and the last will become first. That's biblical. You understand? You find that in that good book. Yeah, it's a lot of contradictions. It's a lot of poison that's been put in that good book. But when you can see through the smoke and mirrors, you will find nothing but the truth in that Bible. Nothing but the truth behind the smoke and mirrors, and the misguidance and the poison that they have put into the Bible is nothing but the truth there. And the meek will inherit the earth, and the first will become last, and the last will become first. Well, it says that around 2030 to 31 is the end of a 6,000 year period, give or take. You know, don't quote me on that, the actual time date, but I think it's about like 6,000 years, and their time is running out. So the solar flares are getting more powerful. Every year is getting hotter and hotter and hotter, to the point that if you ain't got melanin, you will literally be burned off this planet, or you will be forced underground. If you don't have this carbon, you understand? If you don't have this carbon footprint, you will be burned off the planet, or you will be forced underground. So even with the Epstein files, always ask yourself, why? Why is that even a thing? Why is that something that we know? Because behind closed doors, they are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to figure out if they're going to have to be forced underground, if they're going to have to try and destroy the surface of the earth so that everybody has to go underground, if they're going to have to get their daughters or their granddaughters to have babies with the melanated, to save their bloodline, to help further, to help give them more time on this planet. They you know, maybe their daughters, they don't mind. Go ahead and lay down with grown man business. If he'll have the dog fur, lay down with him, because his melanin transfer will help extend. See where we go with this? See how deep this is? See the difference between me and them? So on the grand scheme of things, this Epstein's file situation is nasty work. It is disgusting, but it is only being We are only privy to it because it is something else that they don't want us to look at. And that's what that is. You don't feel that. You don't feel the rogueness of this society. You don't feel how there is no control. You don't feel how every day it just feels and it just seems like it's just lawlessness. It's not like back in the day. This whole reality has shifted. You don't feel that? I know I do. I felt it for a while now. It ain't like when in the 90s when we was kids, the sunset at the end of the day when I was a kid, the way it looked, the way it felt, it ain't like that no more. When I was a kid and I was a young teen and we used to play football out there in the field and it would be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and that sun would start going down. The way it looked on the sky, I can remember it. Before cell phones, before this technology that we have access to, I remember how this reality felt. And it is no longer that. So for the sheep, right, for the ones that don't have any vision, we're going to get Vladimir to post something and we're going to keep y'all distracted with Cardi B and Offset, and we're going to figure out small ways to keep you niggas intact. But then for the dudes that can see through the smoke and mirrors, for the guys that are able to see through this reality, we're going to keep y'all, we're going to keep y'all in tune, and we're going to keep y'all distracted with the Epstein files. Because the majority of y'all don't even worry about the same things that these reptilians worry about. They're more focused on Atlas 31, if that was even real. They're more focused on this second moon that's in the sky. Did y'all notice there is a second moon? There are 2 fucking moons in the sky. Did y'all notice that? Respectfully. Appreciate that 5-piece nugget, my G. Yeah, let me like that. Appreciate it. I be missing those joints sometimes because I just be, these downloads, I be having to deliver them. And I be seeing it in the chat, but then I don't want to lose focus. Y'all don't notice that there is a second moon in the sky? Y'all don't see that the sun is, solar flares are becoming bigger and more drastic and more dangerous? That second moon in the sky make me feel like that's the 31 Atlas. So that's the spaceship. They told us that this spaceship is going to be shaped like a cigar. It's going to have black people on it, and it's going to be shaped like a Garcia Vega. Oh, this spacecraft is the size of Manhattan, and it's going to be shaped like a Philly blunt. And every nigga in the world, we got to looking in the sky saying, well, damn, that's that second moon, it's 2, yeah, Mr. Universe, look, yeah, do some research on it. That second moon in the sky makes me feel like the downloads is telling me that's a spacecraft. There's something inside that fucking moon. Yeah, that's what it's telling me. So again, for us that can see through the smoke and mirrors, for us that feel this energy shift, right? They still play chess at the highest level to even keep us distracted, to keep us looking that way. Everybody talking about the Epstein files, as we should. But they understand that it's so much deeper than rap. They know that. They trying to figure out, nigga, how deep can we build these underground cities? How fast can we get these smart cities going? Yo, out there in the desert, they got that city called the Line, where the outsides of the city, this long ass line, right? And it's in the middle of the fucking desert, and it's a self-sustaining city, and it has all of these reflectors on it because they need to reflect the sunlight off the city. It reflects off. They trying to figure out if they gonna have to blow this motherfucker up, if they gonna drop nukes to get everybody. They don't want it. They don't want the meek to inherit the earth. They are willing to drop bombs on the earth. They are willing to destroy the earth. They think that they can control what the Most High has in store. They are so ignorant. They are so cocky. They are so arrogant that they really believe they can control Mother Nature. And this is dog fur having. You got to have dog fur to believe that. Yeah, when you got this carbon, this melanin in you, when you got this right here, you understand that you are made in the image of the Most High. You ain't trying to be the Most High. You ain't trying to emulate the Most High. You ain't trying to act like the Most High because you was made in the image of the Most High. So it's already in you. But see, when you got that dog fur, you doing everything possible to try to emulate a God that you do not have a connection to. And you hate us because you see that very God in our face and in our skin every time you lay eyes on us. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. And it'll be what it's going to be. Okay. The Epstein's files. Okay. Cool. Cool. Why y'all got that whole little thing out there in Antarctica with all the seeds in it? Huh? Y'all think we don't? Oh, yeah. We know. I'm going to end with this, though. No stone will be overturned. Every stone will be overturned. I'm still biblical with this. I'm giving you biblical scripture. I'm just giving you the truth that's in that book. So it don't matter how deep you build them cities. It don't matter if you got a bunker, a doomsday bunker. It don't matter if you got a shed. It don't matter if your ass got a goddamn crystal ball. Every stone will be overturned. That book is powerful. I suggest y'all take y'all time and y'all start doing research and y'all start reading through that book and y'all start deciphering the truth from the lie in that book. See how scared that you got that dog fur. You felt that. You scared, right? When I tell you that it's nothing you could do to get away from this. If y'all blow the whole earth up, if y'all destroy the earth, we will survive somewhere in the earth. We will recreate this shit. We will recreate the first man. It's nothing you could do to get around this. It's nothing you could do to hide from this. All the shit y'all spending all that time trying to build doomsday, you better talk to something or whatever it is you are connected to. But it's nothing. There is no hiding from this. Big salute to the chat. Man, I had a long week, guys. And to everybody in the chat, I know I'll be having a lot of people in the chat, man, that before I go into what I'm gonna go into, that question me about the dog fur. The dog fur is a saying in a metaphor for white people, Caucasians. But I want to be very specific with this, and I want you to really understand this. It's not just white people, because white people are not the only ones with dog fur. Some Asian people got that dog fur. Russians, Europeans, Spaniards. It's even some Latinos that dog fur thin enough to be dog fur. It's only a certain amount of Latino people that got that they shit coarse enough. But the rest of y'all been mixing with that dog fur, so your shit done turned to dog fur. So I don't want my white Caucasian counterparts to feel singled out. If your shit ain't like this, 9 times out of 10 is dog fur. It's close enough. But then you could be mixed. You could have that dog fur in you, and your darker side of your melanin side might be, it's more prominent. It's more dominant. You know, J. Cole shit don't really look like dog fur, but he mixed up though. You know what I'm saying? His shit could dread up a certain way because his dad's side is more dominant, respectfully. All right, so I don't want my white people that's in the chat to be in my DM. Y'all don't, you know, it ain't just y'all. But that dog fur, oh, you know when that rain fall on that shit and it smell like a golden retriever. You ever notice when you was in school and it was a rainy day and everybody got on the bus and we get the bus is full, everybody's on the bus and Billy, his dog fur and got wet and you smell that dog and y'all get to asking questions, man, it smell like a dog in here. Get to your homeroom class, the whole homeroom smell like a golden retriever, respectfully. That's why I call it dog fur, because when your fur get wet, it smell like Lassie. Yeah, Ren 1010. You hear? Yeah, it smell like Ren 1010. Yeah, the goddamn K9 cop. You know what I'm talking about. All right, 'cause I see a lot of y'all in the chat. Oh, dog fur, dog fur. Yeah, the dog fur. When it get wet, oh, you play outside too long, the lice. Oh yeah, lice. They love to lay eggs in dog fur. They don't really like hair. Lice and fleas, they don't like that carbon. They don't like hair. Oh, but they love that fur. When the lice smell that dog fur, they get to laying eggs in that motherfucker. Yeah, yeah. When fleas smell that dog fur, they get to latching on and sucking blood out your ass. Ticks and all that, you get to running through a field and all that, and some ticks laying on your legs and this dog fur on your legs, they get the goddamn boring into your skin and all. I ain't never had a problem with ticks. I ain't never had a problem with lice, and I ain't never had a problem with flea. You remember when we was in school, back in elementary school, they used to bring us all in the auditorium, in the gymnasium, and they used to line us up, and they used to check our hair and shit. Like they already knew it wasn't no lice in there. But then they would check little Billy, his hair, little Timmy, little Bertha, her hair. Yeah, Kimberly. And they had all kind of goddamn lice. Lice, I'm talking 4, 5 different species of lice living in that dog fur. You don't remember that? They used to send little Billy over there in the corner, and little Timmy, they sent him over there in the corner, and they put that shit in the dog fur and sent him home. I ain't never been sent home for lice. I ain't never had lice, because lice don't like this. They like fur. So I don't mind being a bearer of bad news, okay? But if you shed like a dog and you smell like a dog, it's a goddamn dog. Yeah! Look at this respect, little shit. You understand me? Black women, I see y'all in the chat. Don't let them lie to you. Black women in the chat, they told y'all they had good hair. And they told you your hair was nappy. The whole time, they had dog fur. See? You see now, you recognize now why they were so mean to you? Black women in the chat. You see now why those white girls were so mean to you? Because deep down, they knew that they had fur like Lassie. And they smelled like Lassie. And they was jealous of you. Of the fact that your hair could be straight, it could be long, it could be coarse, it could be whatever. Whole goddamn time they told us they have good hair. And it was dog fur the whole goddamn time. All right, so that's for all my new subscribers, because we are now at 57,000 subscribers, going on 58, approaching 60,000. So I got a lot of people in the chat that's new. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And they ask, yo, what's the deal with you saying? What's the deal with the dog fur? Well, you get around certain Asian people, they got dog fur. That shit shed all over a pillow, be on your couch, all on your bathroom floor. Respectfully. Certain Latinos, it's the same thing. It ain't just white people. But to the black women in the chat, you know, your hair don't shed like that. Your hair don't smell like that. Now, When your black ass go and you put that yaki weave in there, you get to brushing that goddamn Indian Remy. All of a sudden, it's dog fur all over the goddamn floor. Did you know that? You ever notice that? Soon as you put that weave in your hair, now all of a sudden there's fur everywhere, all over the goddamn bathroom floor. But them cornrows that you got up under your weave, right, they ain't shedded one time. Those cornrows that y'all got up under that wig, that lace front right there, ain't shedded one. You can't find a string of that shit unless you combing it out. It ain't on your pillow. It ain't in the bed. It ain't on the floor. It's in cornrows, and it don't shed at all. But as soon as you put that Indian Remy on top of that motherfucking head with that glue, soon as you put one of those synthetic wigs on your shit, now all of a sudden I'm slipping and sliding across the bathroom because you done paid money for the dog fur. You done paid thousands of goddamn dollars to put dog fur on top of your hair. Okay? Thousands of goddamn dollars for you to put dog fur on top of your goddamn head. Like that. Okay? Yeah. Take them goddamn wigs off. Tired of them motherfucking wig. We know that ain't your goddamn scalp in that part right there. We can tell that it's a net right. It looked like a fishing net right there. You know that little scalp thing right there that y'all be having right there. I'm here to tell you to all the women in the chat, respectfully, we can see that it's a net right there. It's not your scalp, bitch. That ain't your damn scalp, bitch. Now, I don't know why you thought you could fool me with that net right there. That's a motherfucking fishing net, bitch. We can go fishing. We can go fishing with that damn wig right there because right there on your damn scalp, that ain't your scalp, baby. That's a goddamn net. You should be ashamed of yourself putting that motherfucking wig on top of your head like that. Look at me in my goddamn eyes like I can't see that right there is a goddamn fishing net cross your, it ain't your scalp. Bitch, it ain't your. Hey, I'm stopping you. Hey, excuse me, sweetheart. Why? That ain't your. Can you? I'm gonna go ahead and end the date. Check, please. There's a goddamn net on your scalp right there, bitch. I can tell that's not your scalp right there. Yeah, I can't talk. I can't stop looking at it. Yeah, I don't know who told y'all to buy them wigs, bitch. I can tell that ain't your scalp right there. All right, and I feel disrespected, bitch. Yeah, I feel goddamn disrespected. All right, I digress. The dog fur is for people with the dog fur. And you know if you got the dog fur. Man, I ain't got to tell you, bitch. You smell like Lassie. As soon as that rainwater touch you, your ass smell like a goddamn SPCA, a dog shelter. Yeah, we get in the homeroom class, bitch, it smell like a SPCA in here. Hey, bitch, you got a dog at the house? Nah, I ain't got no dog. You got a dog at the house? I ain't got no dog at the house. Somebody got a motherfucking dog at the house. Smell like a goddamn Rottweiler in here. Somebody, you got a Rottweiler at the house, man? Somebody got a Rottweiler. Whole time, little Billy ain't said a word. You know that? You remember that? Whole time we talking about where the dog's at. Billy ain't said a goddamn word. Billy looking straight at the chalkboard. Billy ain't said a goddamn word because Billy know he can't control that funk coming off that fur. Yeah, that fur is so strong that Billy know he can't control the funk coming up off that fur. All right. Now I'm gonna close with this. Big salute to chat. Trooper69, I see you in here. Word is bond. Salute my G. I see you in the chat. I wanted to throw that out there just for everybody, all the new subscribers, man. I have to remind myself sometime that it's so many new subs, there's so many new people to the channel that I need to refresh, and I got to make sure that because I get to talk about dog fur, and a lot of people be lost. They be in my DM like, yo, what you explain that to me? And then I explain it. I do. That ain't good hair, sweetheart. That's a motherfucking fur. That's why your daddy grew it all over his neck. Your daddy got fur all on his chest, all on his goddamn stomach, on his back. His forearms got fur, his fingers, behind his kneecaps. White people, yeah. Your Uncle Bob got fur on his knees. All on his goddamn shins and all that, round his ankles is fur growing round it. Your Uncle Bob, go look at your Uncle Bob when he get out the pool. Go look at your Uncle Bob when he get out the pool and tell me that ain't no motherfucking, that ain't no Bigfoot Sasquatch. The motherfucker got fur. I can't even grow fur on my back like that. On my shoulders, I don't grow hair on my shoulders. I ain't never had hair on my, like on my chest, on my shoulder blades, on my kneecaps, on my ankles, on my thighs. These niggas grow fur on their thighs. You think about that? A white man that have fur on his thighs. I, I ain't never I ain't never had hair on my thighs, bro. That I'd be scared to the motherfucker if I woke up in the morning and I was 14 and I looked at my thighs and I had hair on them. I'd be scared in the motherfucker. I went to the hospital. But white people, fur, respectfully, it grow everywhere. All right. Now, I'm gonna say this, man. I had a long week. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to everybody that's in tune. I got some things I got to do tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of tired. I was kind of debating if I was even gonna go live tonight because I was kind of tired. I've been tired, just been drained. Just like recharging, and it's a lot going on, man. So just keep me in your I'm not even gonna say prayers, right? But keep me in your good graces. You understand what I'm saying? And when everything is settled and the ink is on the paper, we will go live and I will go into detail about, I will say a life-changing experience, man. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. But don't shift your course. You know what I mean? Do what you do. You know what I mean? Even if it ain't looking like it's hitting for nothing right this second, if you stay down, once it start hitting, you will be there to get what you supposed to get. But if you don't stay down and you go do this and now you miss a blessing, or you do this for a little while and then you say, and you go try to do something else, now you missing out. You putting in work in all these different places and you missing out on the prize because you ain't stay long enough. So just stay down till you come up. You know what I mean? And last but not least, man, I did a live stream on Geechee Gotti earlier. It's a lot of people in the DMs that speaking on that live stream. Listen, don't be ashamed to go get a job, my G. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to, a job ain't something that got to be permanent. It ain't something that you might got to do for the rest of your life. But if you got a dream, if you got a goal, if you got something, if you got a purpose, right? And you got to get a job to fuel your dreams, go get a job, get your money, and fuel your dreams. You understand? And I guarantee you, Geechee Gotti ass is sitting in jail right now, contemplating, wishing he would have went and got his plumber certificate or his electrician certification or his Class A CDL license, so that in between battles, he could have went and got some legitimate money instead of robbing pharmacies, instead of running up in these establishments, instead of, taking penitentiary chances for that little bit of ass money that he could have made in a month driving trucks. He could have made that same little bitty ass money he would have got from those little 3,000 pills in 60 days driving trucks, 30 days driving trucks, 4.5 weeks, 2 weeks with a plumber's business. You know how much money plumbers make? Let me give you some real game. You know how much sanitized people make? I'm talking trash man. You know, motherfucker who drive the trash truck, they make $100,000 a year. Motherfucker who pick up trash makes more than you niggas stealing out those pharmacies. And nobody want to give y'all this game. Nobody want to tell y'all this. See, Geechee Gotti was embarrassed to have a job. Because then when he go to battle rap, the battle rap niggas is going to joke him. But if you smart, you could win that. You could rearrange that. Yeah, nigga, I'm battle. I'm getting $20,000 a day, but I got a plumber's business. You know how much I make with that? You know how much you will make? And that's what I'm saying, man. I'm passionate about it because I've been saying this. I'm not telling you to go get a job. I'm telling you, go get your credentials. Now, if you want to go work a job, cool. But with your credentials, you have an option to start your own trucking company or drive for a company. You can start your own trucking company or you can be a company driver. You can work for a plumbing business or you are a certified plumber. You can start from the ground up and you can run your own plumbing business. Get your electrician's certification, right? Now you can start electrical company or you can go work for a company and be an electrician and make 130,000 a year in 12 months. Easy fucking money. You understand what you follow what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. From experience, I know what happens as soon as you get in that police car. From experience, I know what happens as soon as you get in that jail cell. You know the first thing niggas say when they get in that police car? Man, I should have took my ass home, man. I know I shouldn't have came out here. Man, my wife was telling me not to come out here. I should have took my ass home. Man, you know, I should have took my ass to work, man. I know I should have went to work. I know I shouldn't have called off. It's too late because you in handcuffs. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm passionate about it. Because our ancestors, and I'm talking FBA, I'm talking foundational Black Americans, right? How you think they was able to build Black Wall Street? How you think our ancestors were able to build Rosewood, Usitica Village, Lake Lanier, where that village is at, where that community is at? How you think they was able to do that? How you think they was able? You think they did that shit off drug money? You think they built Black Wall Street from robbing pharmacies for fucking pills? You think they built that shit? No. All of the men had trades. They were brick masons. They were locksmiths. They were electricians. They was plumbers. All of the men, all of the Black men had trades. Them trades pays the bills, my G. And not only can you work and get a trade, right? But now you know how to build houses. Now you know how to build brick houses because you a brick mason. Your man got a trade. He's an electrician. So now he know how to hook the house up with the lights and all that. Your other man, he's a plumber. So he could do all the plumbing work. And exactly, now some people, they doctors, some people lawyers. How you think we was able to obtain Black Wall Street and own everything in it? The hospital, the theater, the barbershop, the school, the grocery store, the downtown, the Supreme Court. How you think we was able to own all of that? Because everybody had trades. Everybody had skills. Everybody had credentials. And that's all I ever been preaching on this channel, amongst other things like the higher ups and the elites, is go get your credentials. You got niggas like Haas. You got dudes like Zippy with the drippy. Yo, we ain't doing that. We ain't going to work for nobody. We ain't doing no work for nobody. I ain't telling you to go to work. I mean, I would suggest if you don't know what you want to do, get your credentials and go get a fucking job. And if you don't want to get your credentials, then go in the military. Right? But it's 1,000,001 ways to skin a cat. And the last thing you want to be doing is to be out here. The last thing you want to be doing, right? Respectfully, and I'm gonna close with this. The last thing you want to be doing, right? Respectfully, man, because it's nasty work, right? Is be out here ripping and running and ripping, right? Hold on. This the last thing you want to be doing, is having a name for yourself, having a platform, having your way in this algorithm, in battle rap or whatever your expertise is, and then be caught on camera, you know what I'm saying, bending, breaking, and folding for them people. Bending, breaking, and folding for the higher ups and the elites. That's the last thing you want to be doing. That's the last thing you want to be doing, babe. You feel what I'm saying? And I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted y'all to be able to really hear me say that and say it clearly. When I tell you to get your credentials, it ain't got nothing to do with you getting a job. I mean, you could get a job. Get a job. I work a job. But I understand how you want to get out of getting a job. I understand that. So the first opportunity I get to get out of that, I'm going to get out of that. The first opportunity I get to go from working my job to, you know, working for myself, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But it ain't no excuse, my G, when you can go out there and literally go get a trade and get money. You know, niggas with trades, we make more than these battle rap niggas. You know, dudes who drive trucks, we make more money than these battle rap. These niggas might get 2 battles a year. Let's say these niggas got 2 battles a year and they got paid $20,000 for each battle. That's $40K. That is nothing. And you still got to pay taxes, nigga. And you still got to pay taxes on them 2 battles. So that 40K that might leave you with 21 to 20. You might get 19,000 out of that. Oh, because Uncle Sam won his money. Yeah, Uncle Sam won his money, B. Okay, so, yeah, the nigga you laughing at that work on that trash truck, he make 5 times what you make a year. The dude you talk, oh, these niggas is truck drivers. Yeah, I drive trucks for FedEx. I can't wait to tell y'all what happened while I was in that truck. I can't wait to tell y'all what's going on right now because I was in that truck. I can't wait. We gonna talk, don't worry. But the last thing you want to do is be a nigga that don't want to go get a job or get your credentials, but now you got to do 18 years in prison. Or the last thing you want to do is be the dude acting like you got all this fame and fortune, you know, faking the funk for a nasty dunk and end up like this. Big salute to the chat. End up just like this. Look.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground! I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air! Do not reach for anything, you hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back. Put both of your hands behind your back. Lay it on your face. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. Get on your face. Give me cuffs up here, CJ, if you can. You want to just throw cuffs on? Do not move. Get up. That was good. Yeah. Get up. You got another one outstanding? I'm gonna go start looking. Who's outstanding? We have 4 in the ring. You have 2 in the
See that? Told you put your goddamn hands on your, told your ass to put your face in the snow. Yeah, he told Geechee, put your face in the snow. And guess what Geechee Gotti did? He put his face in the snow. And guess what? I guarantee you those cops make more than Geechee Gotti. Yeah. Those cops make more than Geechee Gotti every year. Yeah, that man with that gun in your face, he make more than you every year. Told you I had to put your face in the goddamn. I would have told you to do the same thing. Put your goddamn face in the snow, nigga. Yeah, you did. Put your hand behind your back and then put your face in the snow. Eat the snow, nigga. Open your mouth and eat the snow. Eat the snow, nigga. I would have told. If you would have told Geechee to eat that snow, Geechee would have ate that snow. You know what? You know what? I ain't trying to make fun of. I ain't making light of this. I ain't making light of this right here. But it's a good video. Let's just watch this receipt one more time. Let's watch Geechee. Let's go through it. Look at that. Look.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground! I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air! Do not reach for anything, you hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back. Put both of your hands behind your back.
See? Yeah, word is bond. Exactly. When it's real, you can see it in his eyes. Put your face in the snow and let's see if they're going to believe these lies. Yeah, when it's real, you can see it in his eyes. Get your ass on the ground, put your face in the snow, and let's see if you can make these people believe these lies. Your ass should have had a, see, if you would have had a job, let me tell you something. If your monkey ass would have had a job in between battles, driving trucks, putting in plumbing, wiring up electricity, working on the sanitation truck, you would have had benefits and you would have had money. And your ass wouldn't be eating snow. To have them white boys tell your ass to eat that snow. See, the most gangster battle rapper, when them white boys with that dog fur come around, oh, I didn't know you could hear so good right there now, Geechee. Geechee Gotti. I didn't know you were so polite. I never knew you had manners like that, Geechee. Oh, he told you he was gonna shoot your ass. Yeah, he told you. He told you he would put your ass down like a dog in the street. And you got to being so nice and so polite. Oh, you was just the politest young man I ever seen in my life. Look, listen, look.
Lay it on your face. I don't care if it's uncomfortable.
Now look, he got his face. His face right there is in the snow right now. He got his face at. Look at his legs open. He got his legs open and his goddamn hand behind his back, and his face is in the snow. Got your ass in a 3-point stance. That's what they call that. A 3-point stance. They got your ass, your legs open, your hands behind your back, and your face in the snow. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. I don't feel bad for Geechee Gotti. I'm gonna tell you something, nigga. You liable to become a Muslim, ain't you? Huh, Geechee? Geechee Gotti, I'm talking to you. You liable to become a Shiite Muslim, ain't you? Yeah, they gonna put your ass in prison. You went in prison a gang member, and you went in prison a battle rapper. You gonna come home a Shiite Muslim. Oh, you gonna be baking bean pies for the block, ain't you? Yeah, you gonna be baking bean pies for nutty block Crips, ain't you? Yeah. Yes, went in jail a gang member, a hooligan. Oh, and you gonna come home a Shiite Muslim. You, Zippy, all you niggas came home Muslims, didn't you? Jail ain't so bad, is it? Oh, no. I ain't say free. I didn't say free, Gotti. I didn't say free, Gotti, not one time. You gonna come home a Muslim, nigga. Shalaikum shalom, shalom shalaikum, ain't you? Your ass gonna bake bean pies, and your ass gonna be a Shiite Muslim. And I suggest you read the Quran. Oh, jail ain't a bad place. One thing I known about jail is it take you gang member niggas, y'all go in gang members and y'all come home religious, God-fearing men. Yes. Yes. You go in a gang member You come home a Shiite Muslim, God-fearing, shalaikum shalom, shalom shalaikum, nigga. Yeah. All praises due to the Honorable Muhammad, Honorable Muhammad, nigga. Yeah. That's what y'all all got in common. So I'm not screaming free Gotti. Gotti, I think you need to change your name to Gotti Muhammad. You should be the first Muslim battle rapper, and your name should be Gotti Muhammad. Geechee Muhammad. Yeah, Geechee Muhammad. And you should rap with a kufi on, nigga. Yeah, I don't care how you feel about it. You monkey ass, you robbing, you're stealing, you a gang member. You'll never notice these niggas go to jail, gang members and hooligans, and they come home Shiites, Muslim. Shalaikum shalom or shalom alaikum, nigga. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look!
Get on your face. Give me cuffs up here, CJ, if you can.
Yeah, Gotti Muhammad. Geechee Muhammad. Because the way you laying on that snow, Geechee, we don't want to hear nothing about your gangster ways no more. We don't want to hear nothing. Because you didn't ride on that police officer when he draw down on your ass. You didn't go to war with that police officer. You didn't fight him. You put your goddamn hands behind your back. So we don't want you to get out and get the rapping about, nutty block Crips and what you had to do on the block, and you were selling pills and you was doing. We don't want it. We want you to talk about your transformation from Geechee Gotti to Geechee Muhammad. We want you to bring bean pies to the battle and spread them out amongst the people so we could taste them bean pies that mixed with sweet potato pie, taste like sweet potato pies and all that. Yeah, yeah. I get Geechee Muhammad. If you bake 1,000 bean pies and you sell each bean pie for $10, yeah, put a little goddamn sweet potato pie in them bean pie with a little cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. Oh, and we gonna buy it. I buy it. All of them. I'm sorry, man. Niggas my DM like, yo, why you doing all that? This shit funny to me. Listen, I don't think it's nothing wrong with niggas going to. I don't wish jail on nobody. Let me get this disclaimer out there. I don't wish jail on nobody. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with you niggas going to jail. Yeah. When did gangsters not want to go to jail? When did hooligans not want to go to jail? When did gang members and drug dealers stop wanting to go to jail? When I was growing up, we all knew that jail was a part of this. Yeah, it's going to prison. They always told us, you're going to jail or you're going to end up in the grave. Jail or dead. But you got to pick a choice. So when I was growing up, we knew jail come with this. We ain't trying to go to the grave. We ain't trying to die. So it's possible that we going to prison, we going to jail. So I don't wish jail on nobody. Okay? But I don't think nothing wrong with jail. Because, the transfer rate of gang members going to the Most High religion is a high transfer. I think jail is necessary for a lot of you niggas. Oh, you think you wanna? Okay, well go ahead and get your kufi and get your motherfucking prayer rug, nigga, and your goddamn get your goddamn Quran and make shalat, nigga, make shalat. Yeah, ain't about to be fasting time for you, nigga. Y'all about to be fasting, ain't it? What's it called when them boys get to fasting, the Muslim boys? they don't get to eat for the next 3 months. What's it called when them boys get to fasting? Yeah, Ramadan. Yeah. Ain't Ramadan right around the corner? I think it's a perfect time for Geechee Muhammad. Yeah, Ramadan is about 2 weeks away. Ramadan is about 2 weeks away. I think it's a perfect time for you to get in there and work on your bean pie recipes, nigga. The next time you come to a battle, you better have bean pies in your hand, nigga. And it better be Shalaikum Shalom or Shamalakam Lakum. All right? Big salute to the chat. All right, big salute. I needed to get that off as well. You niggas, man, fuck it. Let's watch the rest of this. Let's watch the rest of the video there. Look.
You want to just like throw
Got your ass on the ground. Look at your leg. Got your ass on the ground right there, bro.
Get up. Get up. Get up. I'm trying. You got another one outstanding? I'm gonna go start looking. Who's outstanding?
Surrounded by the dog fur. See how nice and polite she is? When you come to the next battle, you treat us the same way. You be nice and you be polite. Offer us bean pies with sweet potato pie mixed in it. Make sure you mix make sure you put some sweet potato pie inside them bean pies. Put some sweet potato in it, nutmeg, cinnamon. All right? And you be nice, nigga, when you come to these smack battles. Just like you was nice to that dog fur. You didn't raise your voice at that dog fur. You didn't disrespect that man. You didn't talk about his family. You didn't talk about his mama and his wife. You didn't say what you was gonna do to him. You put your face in that goddamn snow and you lay down, cross your legs, and you put your hand, yeah. So you make sure you treat us with the same respect. Geechee Muhammad. I'm not calling you Gotti. Your name is Geechee Muhammad. You go in a gangster and you come home a Shiite Muslim. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. I'll probably clip that up real quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably clip that up, make that a pre-recorded video and all that. I'm gonna say what I told. I'm gonna say this to y'all before I get up out of here. Like I said in my last stream, right? I don't have no respect for the time that you do. If you did 18 years, nigga, I'm not celebrating 18 years in prison. If your ass did 35 years in prison, I don't got no respect for that. I don't respect it, and I don't celebrate no time that you put your hands behind your back and with the prison. But I will celebrate the time that you stayed out of prison. All right? You know, if you did 18 years in prison and now you out and you've been out for 5 years, I'm going to celebrate that 5 years with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to salute that 5 years. If you did 18 to 25 years in prison and you've been out for the last 8 years and you ain't been back, I'm going to salute the 8 years that you've been out. I'm going to salute the 8 years that you've been out of prison. I don't care if you did 50 years in prison. I don't respect it. You put your hands behind your back and you let that dog fur cuff you up and put you in a cell. So I'm not celebrating no niggas coming home from prison. So Geechee Gotti, whatever time they gonna give you, get it done. Like I said, your name should now be Geechee Muhammad. No more Geechee Gotti. When you come out, you need to be a Muslim, nigga. You need to have a kufi. Yeah, your hat don't need to have no brim on it. It need to be a kufi. Yeah, you need to be hollering at Gully TV and getting your PA knitted on. Yeah. Yeah, Geechee. When you get out of prison, you need to holler at Gully TV and you need to get your PA knitted on. Okay? Yeah. Get you some PA knits and all that. Appreciate that 5-piece nugget. You know what I'm saying? You dropping straight facts, big grits, and you funny as, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that 100%. And when you get out of jail, when you get out of prison, because you about to go to prison, Geechee. Geechee, them white boys didn't chase you down like that for no reason. You ever seen Life? Life, life. Oh, yeah. Life, 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 life. Temperature about 100 degrees. Been robbed of my destiny. Came from a family of 3. So tell me, yeah, your ass going to prison. They about to put your ass in prison. They didn't chase, that white boy didn't chase you down in that snow for no reason. You're going to prison, all right? So when you get out of prison, don't look to me to celebrate you. But the longer you stay out of prison, when you get out of prison, when you change your life and you stay out of prison and you start doing the right thing and you stay away from the streets and you get away from Nutty Block Crip and you start vlogging and doing videos and you start getting your money and you stay out of prison, I'ma salute you to that. Sue Surf, he in prison. I don't respect it, nigga. You always rap, yeah, Sue Surf, you shot people, people done shot you. You done caused confusion and commotion and drama in the ghetto and in the black community. And then you let them white boys put handcuffs on you, and now you've been in prison for 3-4 years. Cool. Now, Sue Surf, when you get out, I'm gonna salute you for every year you stay out of prison. That's it. You've been out for 5 years, I'ma salute you to that. But every year you stay in prison, Geechee, you're going, Geechee Muhammad, you're going to prison, brother. I'm just telling you now. Now I'm gonna end with this. Big salute to the chat. Geechee, don't say nothing. Listen, Geechee. You ain't like Tory Lanez, all right? You and your gang member friends was out there doing whatever y'all was doing. When they bring your ass, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Then they ask you, do you know that guy that I don't know nobody, I don't know, I need a lawyer. Get a lawyer, Geechee. Don't answer no questions. Okay? You ain't going home. A lot of y'all think when you go in these interrogation rooms that you could talk to the people and then you might be able to go home. What I'm here to tell you is your ass ain't going home. Okay? You're going to prison. Keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing. Find some Muslims and change your name. Find the nearest, the first kufi you see, the first bean pie you smell, you need to go over there with the Muslims and change your life. All right? But don't say nothing. Geechee, don't say nothing. Keep your mouth closed. Don't say a word. Don't go get a lawyer. Don't say nothing. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. You already know what time it is, man. We are in here. We have ran up we do what we want with this algorithm. Salute to all the new subscribers, all the new, the new fans, the new investors. That's what I like to call y'all. I like to call y'all investors. Everybody that is investing their time and their energy into this channel. We growing. We approaching 60,000 subscribers. I want to have 100,000, so I need another 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're going to put the work in. We're going to have the 40,000 subscribers at least. I think we should have it by the end of the summer. Maybe the beginning of June or the end of the summer. Come September, we should be approaching our 100,000. We're going to get that 100,000 plaque for sure. All right, and, big salute to everybody that's in the DMs that's tapped into the channel. We built this thing organically, man. There is no script. There is no, it's just me and the iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all some game, right? I was thinking the other day, I was saying, I'm going to, because this been working for me, you know what I'm saying? And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think I'm going to get the setup, you know what I'm saying? And I want to get the setup. I want to get now it's going to be the same setup. I'm going to keep my chair. I'm going to keep my background, right? I'm gonna keep my background, right? And I'm gonna keep my trusty chair, right? But I'm gonna have a setup for my computer right here, and I'm gonna get the microphone so the mic could be like hang. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna start really, we're gonna take it to another level soon. But I really believe that just me and this iPhone is gonna get us to 100,000. So big salute to all the newcomers, all the new subscribers. This is what this channel is for. We not preaching gangster talk. We not preaching hooligan shit. We not talking about no jail stories. And I got jail stories. I've been to jail. I've been to Rikers Island. I survived Rikers Island when I was on Rikers Island. Being from Virginia, I've been on Rikers Island. I know what it means. I've done it all. I've done it all except delete somebody and sell crack. I never sold crack either. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't into selling crack. My homies was, but I just never was into that shit. Selling like coke. You know what it is about coke and crack? I didn't like the customers. I didn't like the customers. You know what I'm saying? The money wasn't worth me rubbing shoulders with them people. And I always felt bad when I would see my homies sell crack to people, because I knew they was gonna go off and smoke that shit. I used to be like, you know what I mean? But anything other than that, I did it. So this is a channel that speaks from the other side of this. This, dudes like, and this is no disrespect, but like dudes like Zippy and certain other content creators, they always say things like, you niggas is on the sidewalk. You niggas is sidewalk dudes. Y'all ain't never did nothing. And I always think to myself, like, they ain't talking to me. Like, I'm just a dude that made it out the streets to get on the sidewalk, but I was always in the streets. I always was hands-on. That's why you don't see nobody from VA. We almost at 60,000 subscribers. Y'all ain't seen one person come out from VA and say, yo, GMB was never this, or GMB was never that, or why? Yo, I robbed this nigga. Yo, I took something from this nigga. Yo, I did this because I was very, very, very hands-on. Very, you know what I mean? So this is a channel that don't praise that. This is a channel that's going to tell you niggas, hey, man, if you 18 and you don't know what you want to do, go in the military for 4 years. Trust me, you'll thank me later. You 18 years old, you don't know what you want to do. You're not going to college. You don't got a basketball scholarship. You don't know, you hate school. You don't know what you want to do. Listen, young nigga. Go in the military for the next 6 years. Go in the military from 18 to 24 and get an honorable discharge. Now you are a military vet. You will be a military veteran for the rest of your life. You will have dental, health insurance for the rest of your life. You will have VA home loans for the rest of your life. See, this is that type of channel. I'm going to tell you something. That's one of the things that I don't have no regrets, right? But that's one of the things I was like, I wish I would have did that. Hey, yo, you know how many homies I got that's my age that went in the military at 18, got out of the military at maybe 30 or 28. Some of them retired, right? They went in at 18 and they retired at 38. They did 20 years in the military and retired at 38. Okay, so you already retired before 40. That is unheard of, right? You know how many, my barber, a couple of other niggas that I know, these niggas get 100% disability. Yo, my homie King, he's my barber, right? This nigga, when I met him, he was trying to get his disability, right? Yo, this nigga got 100% disability. This nigga gets paid 65, maybe it's like $6,800 for the rest of his life. $6,800 a month for the rest of his life. Listen. And he's a barber, so he get the $6,800 a month for the rest of his life, and he cut hair. You feel me? And when I met this nigga, he would always be like, not complaining, but he would always be talking about the things he was having to do to get his disability. You know, he would have to, do certain things, right? I come to the barbershop one day, it's a motherfucking 580. Is it a 580? 600. It's like a 580 Benz out that joint, right? I'm like, damn, this shit cocaine white 580 Benz. I'm like, yo, this shit nice. I'm looking at the joint, you know what I mean? It's a 580 big boy shit, right? I come in there, this nigga got the rollie on, he got the Benz outside. He like, yo, he telling me like, yo, my disability came through 100%. This nigga done moved out his little apartment. He got a condo out there, you know what I mean, by the water. He would, because that's $7,000 a month. That's $6,500 a month. That's guaranteed from the government. That's one thing I wish I would have did when I was 18. So on this channel, we preach that. You know what I'm saying? We preach that. You know what I mean? If you don't want to go in the military for whatever reason, all right, my G, if you're not going to school, credentials are necessary in this world. Credentials. Yo, I got a plumber certificate. I have a, IT certification. I'm a IT, information technology, whatever. I have that. You know what I'm saying? I have these CDL license with my endorsements, my triples and doubles, my hazmat, my tanker's license, my TWIC card. I can move gasoline off the ports. They'll pay your ass $20,000 a month to drive gasoline from here to there, oil from here to there. Y'all don't remember Charleston White used to say that his wife was making $20,000 a month? She used to drive oil and gasoline off the ports. That's what we preach over here. And hold on, let me see what, because I saw that, but I didn't get a chance to, I didn't even read it. It says, Zip don't speak about the Gotti incident yet. I wonder why. You know why? Because I don't know. I don't know why Zip haven't spoken about the Gotti incident yet. I'm blocked from Zip channel, so I don't even see his content. I don't see his content. But I don't know. I just think that the Gotti situation is necessary because a lot of young people watch Gotti. You know how many young people watch battle rap? It's like wrestling. Battle rap is like the WWC, the WWF, right? And you see like Sting and Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker, and you see, all these different wrestlers, right? And you love their characters and you watch their storylines. That's the same thing with battle rap. You see these characters, you love the name, you like Tay Rock, he like Geechee Gotti, he likes T-Top, he likes Murder Mook, and it's like WWC because all of that shit is fake. All of that shit is fake. And because it is fake, I would suggest you niggas get a job or get some credentials or get some fucking business like Goods the animal. Goods he got sneakers, he got cologne, he got hoodies. Sell something, nigga. Do something. But this shit right here ain't it. This right here ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And it's that simple. It's that cut and dry. It ain't it. And I'ma make fun of you niggas. I'ma point out the flaw. I'm not gonna say free Geechee Gotti. Your ass don't look like you need to be free, nigga. Your ass look like you need to go in there with the Muslims and you need to get up under the Muslim niggas and get the motherfucking shalakum shalamin. That's what it look like you need to do. So here at Grown Man Business TV, I'm not saying free you niggas. Obviously you look like you need some guidance from some of them old Muslim niggas in there. They gonna guide you right. Your ass will make a mean bean pie by the time you get out of there. You going to prison. You know what I mean? Respectfully. Them white boys out there in Ohio, them white boys about to burn your ass. Temperature like 100 degrees. Like I got chains on me. Blackmail in the family of 3. Been robbed of my destiny. I think I might fly away, but it's too much for the man. Ooh, look at going down this way. What happened to my master plan? Because I can't figure out. I could have been a love child. Oh, I shouldn't have gone down this way. But tell me, yeah, you're going to prison, nigga. You understand? So I'm not about to say free none of you niggas, man. Take your ass on up in there where you're trying to go. Yeah, they about to open the door for you. Huh? They about to open the door for you. All that rapping shit you was talking about, yeah, well, There it is. Life, oh yeah. Life. Temperature about 100 degrees. Like I got chains on me. Oh, I feel like a family of three. Been robbed of my destiny. Let me tell you something. I bet you, Geechee would give his right arm to be sitting in his house right now. Huh? He'd give his motherfucking right hand to be home. The very place he was running from, he would give his right motherfucking pinky to be sitting up under his old lady right now. Wolf pussy ready. Whenever you want it, you got wolf fresh out the shower, wolf pussy. But see, now you in a position, you're in a bad position, brother. That wolf pussy fresh out the shower, but you ain't in there. Temperature about 100 degrees. Like I got chains on me. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't have gone down this way. What happened to my master plan? That's what this channel's about, man. Other than exposing the higher ups and the elites, this channel, that's what this channel about. So, big salute to the chat, man. Where we at? Having our way with this shit, man. 85K, 85,000. Yeah, man, we gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We approaching 58,000 subscribers. I got a chiropractor appointment tomorrow. I gotta go to that chiropractor. Think they're gonna give me an MRI. I gotta do it like an MRI. I'm sure I'm gonna be getting calls from lawyers. I've been getting these lawyers. I've been getting crazy calls from these lawyers, man. I'm probably sure my lawyer gonna call. It's just a lot going on. But it's a blessing though. Yeah, life was a classic. I watch it every now and then. You want your cornbread? Yeah, life is a classic, man. Temperature about 100 degrees. That's that part always stuck out to me. Other than the chorus, right? When that shit came on, that nigga was like, temperature about 100 degrees. I feel like I got chains on me. I was like, damn, that nigga saying that was a good song right there, brother. And boys is good. They sing that song real good. That song always made me not want to go to prison. Temperature about 100 degrees. Like I got chains on me. Black male in the family of three. Been robbed of my destiny. That nigga said he was robbed of his destiny. I think I might fly away, but it's too much for the man. Oh, child, shouldn't have gone down this way. That's what Geechee was thinking when he was laying in that snow. Geechee was saying it shouldn't have gone down this way. What happened to my master plan? Yeah, what happened to your master plan, nigga? Yeah, it's going to prison. Yo, GMB, why you kicking him while he down? No, I'm not. I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it real. And that's what these youngsters got to understand. That's what we got to start demonstrating. This how it go, homie. All that free Geechee shit, all that shit is fake, nigga. Them niggas don't care. Them niggas, man, all that free you, nigga. Listen, man, them niggas don't care. They not gonna send your mama no money. They not gonna send you no canteen. Them niggas, 85% of them is gonna try to smash your shorty if they get a chance to. This is how it really is. This channel right here is content that is not stepped on. We are not sugarcoating it. It is raw, it's pure, straight off the brick into the bottom. Into the bottle. And Geechee, you in a bad position right now. You put yourself in a terrible position. But guess what? You can always redeem yourself. You can come out of this, Geechee. Yeah, I'm talking crazy to you, but you can come out of this. But the question is, if you come out of this, what's going to change? That's the real question. That's what the Most High is asking you. The Most High is saying, Geechee, rock bottom, here we are. But I'm still here with you. And a lot of the times when you niggas go to prison, when y'all get behind that jail cell, you know what you say? God, if you get me out of this, I'll never do that again. God, if you could spare me, if you can make A miracle happened. The same niggas who don't even believe in God, when they get behind them doors, when they get behind them walls, they get to asking and calling and talking to God. They get to making promises. That's what happens. So I'm just saying, God is with you, homie. The Most High is with you. If the Most High open these cell doors for you right now, what's gonna change? We'll talk more about that in due time. But you know, it's a journey that we on. It ain't really about the start of the journey, and it ain't really about the end of the journey. It's the in between. It's the journey. That's the important part. Not the start, not the finish. It's the in between. It's the in between. This is a part of his journey. It was already written. Now, what lessons you gonna pull from this? What knowledge you gonna gain from this? Oh, it's gonna be a lot of lessons in this that if you use them and you look for them and you pay attention, you will never go to prison again. Look at Zippy. You will never go to prison again. But if you go in there, you ain't paying attention, you bitter, you feel like the world owe you something. Again, look at the homie Zip. Nigga, you get to the point where you're gonna have to take accountability for who you are and what you are, nigga. And you have to make a decision. Is this who I am? Because if it is, I'm coming back to prison. If this just who I am, then jail come with this. If not, nigga, then who am I? And then you go from a sex, money, murder gang member to a Shiite Muslim. Respectfully, nigga, that's what Zip did. Zip with the drip was sex, money, murder. He was a gang member. He was a killer. And by the time he got out that motherfucking jail, guess what he was? A Shiite Muslim. Yeah, Ramadan gonna start in a couple of days for Zippy. Respectfully, I'm not being funny. I'm just saying. We'll talk more about that in due time. All right, but it's 1:30, man. I've been up with y'all for a minute, way longer than I expected to. I gotta. Oh shit, the homie Haas got up out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. The nigga. Oh yeah, Haas done got up out of there. Damn, I was fucking with Haas. Big salute to the chat, man. Like I said, I got a chiropractor appointment in the morning for my back and my neck, a few other things. So I'm gonna make some things happen, man. We make some things shape. Make sure y'all are locked into the channel. Y'all hit the subscribe button. I appreciate y'all running them likes up. And make sure y'all keep y'all notification bells ringing. We gonna go live again tomorrow, for sure. We gonna tap in for sure. Don't worry. All right. So just make sure you locked in. Let's see. Let me do something. All right. This the last wrench I'm giving out for a while, man. So everybody in my DMs, please, you know what I mean? Big salute to the homie Word is Bond. I be seeing you in these YouTube streets. I actually be seeing you over there with the homie Zip. And you know what I'm saying? I like the way you keep it solid on both ends, you know what I'm saying? So, you just got that wrench. Cause I definitely like to have shooters in the chat, solid shooters, niggas that don't play around, that don't let nothing slide. FBA Kush Boy 420, what it do, my G? I see you in the chat. Charlie P, Big Wrenches. Word is Bond is now Wrench, Big Salute, GMB chat. Fellas, it's time to roll out. Yeah, hey, Charlie P, see you next time, man. I'm about to do the same thing, man. So salute to the homie Word is Bond. Salute to everybody in the chat. We running these numbers up. We doing what we do best. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing, and we ain't dressing nothing up. I'm only here to give you this raw game, pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. All right? No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope and we ain't counter whipping this dope. All right? Nah. No extras, no preservatives. We not doing none of that. It's only raw, pure dope. That's it. This content is not going to be stepped on. This content is not going to be watered down. You could like it or love it. All right? DJ Vlad, nasty work, man. But we are at a point in time where you got to come hard. You got to come better than that. You got to come stronger than that. You ain't going to be able to just get that off without somebody pointing out and connecting the dots, especially around me. So, that was easy. That was easy work. DJ Vladimir is a weapon. He is definitely here to cause chaos and destruction and confusion. And you got to know that the confusion don't come from the Most High. The confusion come from that other. That dog fur is nasty work. That dog fur is diabolical. That dog fur is diabolical, baby. Respectfully. And it stank. Yeah, it stank. So, just as much as you talking about Jay-Z, how about Michael Jeffries, Les Waxner, Woody Allen? I mean, it's so many different textures of dog fur on that Epstein's list. I mean, you got a whole heap of different people you could be talking about. And I suggest you do that, but you won't. Because you can't. You can't do that. All right? So as long as you know that I know, as long as you know that I can see you, as long as I know that you know that I can see you, that's all that matters. Beautiful thing. You tried to play my homies out of position and you kind of did. Haas, Harlem, China, you got up under them. You played nice. You befriended them just to get them in the pocket, just to compromise their platforms. But just know something, homie. It ain't a fried, boy, you ever would have served me fried duck neck, I would have went in your mouth. Respect, yeah, guaranteed. I would have went directly in your jibs. Yeah, that's what my New York niggas call it, jibs. I would have went in your jibs behind that duck neck. You know who to play with. And last but not least, man, Geechee Gotti, you got a journey on your hands, homie. Don't fight this shit. You put yourself in this position. You're going to get to a time in your life where you're going to know as a man, every decision has to be calculated. Every decision made has to be calculated as a man, because one bad decision can ruin you. One bad decision with a woman can ruin you for the next 18 years. One bad decision over money can ruin you for your life. You thought it was feasible. You thought it made sense, nigga, to go out to Ohio with a bunch of niggas in the car and rob a pharmacy. You thought that made sense for 3,000 pills that you got to split between 5 niggas and the big homies on Nutty Block. They want some of the pills too. So you that hurt for money? You need to go get your CDL license, nigga. You need to go get a fucking certificate or some goddamn credentials, nigga. I would have been like, yo, is you crazy, nigga? Go get a job, homie. You know niggas that you can go get a job, nigga. Go work at Foot Locker or something. You made the decision. It is what it is. Your new name is Geechee Muhammad, nigga. Yeah. Shalaikum shalom. Shalom alon shalaikum, niggas. Okay? All right, so with that, you already know what time it is, man. I got some things to handle, but once I get situated tomorrow, I get back to the big house. I will get settled in. I will get everything pulled in. Scott, what it do, my G? I see you in the chat. We will lock in tomorrow. Good looking for the ammunition. I'm gonna hold it down. Appreciate that, my G. That's what I got you here for. Yo, Sammy Sam, 2 guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? Highly appreciated though. So, we growing, man. We got a decent amount of moderators. I got a lot of people asking for wrenches. I don't need that many moderators. That's one thing I do like about Zip. That nigga might have 1 moderator, but I like to have multiple. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it get tricky because people, you just got to watch people. Motherfuckers, channel is vulnerable when you got a lot of people with wrenches. You know what I'm saying? Because they could do this or they could do that, and it could get choppy. But you know, the dudes and even the females, the people that have wrenches on my channel are solid ones, and they shooters. So you know what I'm saying, you're no different, man. Salute to you, appreciate that, man. Let's make sure we rocking out. We approaching 60,000 subscribers. Easy money, all right? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I appreciate that, Scott. Yeah, you might be next. Keep grinding. I mean, stay down because you've been around for a minute too. But yeah, we got some solid ones. You know what I'm saying? And I got dudes like the homie Scott looking after the too, watching. He be in the chat, he be watching. He keep his eyes open. So you already know, man, it's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, gang.